It is time to do your reading for January 2025. I'm going to pull a few cards to see where your energy's at. Let's get into the reading, Capricorn. Of course, this is a general reading and it is applicable for your sun, moon, or your rising sign. All right, thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Capricorn. What do we have? What do they need to know? Capricorn, we have you in a place of needing to rest. You're in a contemplative mode at the moment. And it seems that you're at a place of needing to contemplate how you've been assessing your life, what your choices have been, and confronting some of those things that have been hidden beneath the surface, and looking for alternative ways to move forward, to see life through a different lens. And that's going to help you with your decision making during the month of June on how you tackle things. And perhaps it's not the most conventional way. So it's looking for alternative pathways here. So when I get the rest and rejuvenation card, this is actually letting me know that you're more in a space of contemplation. Yes, you may be recognizing you need to slow down the pace a little bit, but that's helping you to self-reflect and to go within. So when we get the next card, this is actually telling me more about you being prepared to face the shadow aspects of things that have been hidden for a while, not for any particular reason other than perhaps now's the time that you're prepared and ready to look at aspects of yourself that were not yet understood. And sometimes when we're in self-protection due to wounding from past events, emotions not yet processed, we can tend to suppress or shove down those feelings and not address them. But I feel like, Capricorn, you are ready to do that. And so the next card is looking at alternative possibilities in terms of how you think, the way you see the rest of the world, your lens, changing the way you think and do things. It's a really positive start to the month, Capricorn. Let's go a little bit deeper and see what else is coming up for you. Oh, I love this. So yes, building on the same theme of self-reflection, we've got the Garden and the Gate card here. Now for me, this is you realizing that there's so much in your life that you are grateful for. Yes, inside that gate is a place of comfort and what is known. And normally I might say that this is where you feel a little bit stuck to try new things. But Capricorn, I'm going to say in your reading that this is very much about you beginning to appreciate what is within you, your experiences, your environment, all of the things that you have that you can confidently say, I can count my blessings. Outside of that gate is the unknown. And this is perhaps a landscape that hasn't got what you've already achieved and accomplished and experienced. So the landscape looks fairly plain. It's yet to be explored. But for now, in this contemplation phase, you're recognizing the areas that haven't been assessed or looked at or understood. You're now willing to do that. And the Angel of Balance card lets us know that you're looking at areas in your life that perhaps have been out of balance for quite some time. And now it's a really good time to see where do you need to restore that inner balance within you. And your angels and spirit guides are certainly there, ready and waiting to assist you with that as you commit to yes and you're ready and open and receptive for that inner conversation, that honest inner conversation with yourself. It's also got you in this phase of thinking, this recognition that the reason why you're doing this is because you've got a lens for self-development and self-improvement. You want to understand, you want to know. So having the information, perhaps even from some experts, is something that you're seeking. It helps you to make sense of past experiences and perhaps the perceived gaps that you have in your life now. You want to understand why they're there and to process that mentally and emotionally. The butterfly here in this card lets me know that you're ready and willing and open for transformation. The books that are in the image here tells us that you want to learn, you want to improve, and of course the staircase is you ascending to new levels of understanding and wisdom. Let's confirm this with our Quantum of Oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Capricorn this June. Oh, I love this. So, again, self-assessment, going within, looking at those areas where you feel and you kind of know you're stuck, feeling stuck in the mud. You want to know why there's certain areas in your life you feel like you haven't progressed, or perhaps you're doing over and over again. You know that a better way is possible. You can see the rainbow in this card here, and certainly the fellow on the car knows he can jump off. He knows he can change his situation, but there he is sitting on the car in the mud, pretending that he can't move. And this is a little bit like the safety of being in a place of what we know and not being prepared to go outside that gate to explore. But this is, I feel at the moment, more of an inner self-discovery more than anything. But as you make the decision and you have that awareness that there are things that you need to address and understand and restore balance in your life, this brings you peace. And when we are ready and open from a compassionate point of view, Capricorn, to explore the unknown, it comes from a higher place where we give ourselves a lot of self-compassion. But you know what? The whole process is so liberating. It makes us feel lighter, and we have a certain amount of clarity from doing this self-discovery and self-exploration. What you're trying to understand is how to move from a place of fear to feeling open and liberated and making progress in your life right now. So the conversation with yourself is, what parts of me remain hidden? What am I actually afraid of? Or are those fears just an illusion and unwarranted? So here you are. You are confronting emotions, you're confronting events from the past, but you're doing it and you're examining it so you understand at a higher level. And as you do that, you absolutely know that you're able to leave this self-imposed isolation that's happening on the inside. The questions that you have, that why me? Why do I keep feeling this? Why do I keep feeling stuck and going around in a circle? Well, now you're ready to get those answers, which is wonderful, and it's going to enable you to move forward to that castle there on the hill that is just a stone's throw away. Beautiful. Let's pull some tarot cards for you to examine your current challenges, opportunities, and the pathway forward, Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. What else does Capricorn need to know for the month of January? Oh, I've got a few flyouts, but I'm going to pop those back. Reshuffle. Here we go. The challenge. The opportunity and the way forward. Beautiful. The challenge has been in a relationship here in terms of the intimacy either with yourself in terms of a deeper understanding, or perhaps with someone else. Now, this card was in reverse, and I won't show it. We've got some nude people here. But this is you wanting to know from a higher level how to achieve that connection with yourself, that sense of peace, that deeper understanding. It has felt like it's been missing for quite some time. We have an angel overseeing you and someone else, or perhaps this is the two sides of yourself. knowing that it is possible to find the answers to joy and fulfillment in your life, but for some reason it just feels like that fullness of enjoyment, of the pleasures of life, of understanding the fullest version of you, just seems like it's been eluding you for some time. But in the opportunities card, we've got the confirmation that you're on a path of victory here. And this is because you're willing to do the inner work. You're willing to address things that perhaps you haven't done in the past. And this is great to see this, because it means you're making progress here. You're still in that process of understanding your thoughts. And so I encourage you to keep going, Capricorn. We've got here the Page of Swords here. And so you're still in that place of inquiry. It was reversed, so we know that this is a work in progress for you. So keep going, Capricorn. We'll pull some more cards here. For the month of June, King of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Strength card. Now the King of Cups here was reversed, and this sort of just lets me know, along with the Stuckness card and the other cards, is that for some time you've been feeling perhaps a little empty when it comes to the emotions, feeling like you're missing something in life. Perhaps you have felt quite closed when it comes to feeling that sense your cup is full, and perhaps it's been draining from you for a while. So examining your emotions, your thoughts, the way you've seen yourself in the past, this would indicate that this is a perfect time to continue with this self-assessment and being in that place of quietness and certainly self-compassion to understand yourself at a deeper level. With the Page of Cups right side up, you certainly have an opportunity here, and give it a go. This is your opportunity to explore more. The opportunity could also be presented to you to have some assistance in examining your own emotions. So I would say that with the Victory card here, that would be a really good idea. So the opportunity to have someone assist you with examining your emotions, how to create balance going forward. This is your time. And with the Strength card, this is encouragement. You've got the strength, you've got the inner courage and the power to tackle the things that perhaps you have been most fearful of. So we had here really feeling driven by fear for quite some time, and no doubt hidden beneath the surface. Perhaps the rest of the world is unaware of it, but you're in this pursuit of clarity, okay? And with a lot of courage, you get to face those, I was going to say inner demons, but it's facing the fears. And the courage of the lion is you are absolutely going for it. You've got your hands on the mouth of this lion, and you want to feel back in control of your life, your choices, your decision making, your emotions. This is about self-mastery, Capricorn. And you're ready. You're ready to do this and take the risk and really focus on you. So well done, Capricorn. June is all about focusing on you and having the courage and the strength to go through that process of self-assessment and examination and really dispelling those fears and recognizing that most of them are an illusion, and that it's your time now to see your life through a different lens and to take a different pathway than the pathway that you've been taking in the past. So to finish your reading for the month of June, Capricorn, I'm going to pull a card here from the Guardian Angel Tarot. And we have 4 of Action. I love it. Your work and sincere efforts lead you to a sense of safety, contentment, and even financial security. You have been doing doing that inner work, and that translates, of course, to other aspects of your life. It may be just now in the month of June, you deserve to take some breaks to give back to yourself, Capricorn. Enjoy life, taking a more playful approach to life, and recognize how far you've come. It is time to celebrate your life. It's time to celebrate you. You may be even celebrating with others. So this is quite a shift in your energy, Capricorn. And with the victory card, there's celebration all around. Whether you're celebrating you, celebrating new perspectives, celebrating life and the things that you have in your life that you're grateful for, this feels like a really, truly transformative month for you, Capricorn. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and I really look forward to hearing from you. Please leave a comment if this resonates. Let me know something about what's going on in your life. And in the meantime, Capricorn, I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye now. Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. Today we're going to do your reading for June, and let's take a dive in. Now Aquarius, as you know, it's a general reading, and we're going to look at your energy, what's coming up for you for the month of June. This is whether it's your sun, moon or your rising sign, this will apply to you. And if you like the reading, I really encourage you to hit that like button, and please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you in your world. And if you're not subscribed, I'd love you to do that too. Let's get started. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. What do we have for Aquarius in the month of June? Aquarius. This is beautiful. We're really starting off with this ability where your intuition is quite heightened. You're able to see ahead, you're looking ahead, you're feeling very inspired and in a place of seeing how things are going to play out ahead for you. It's very much a vision-focused month for you. So we're looking at the sixth chakra. You're in a place where you're feeling really inspired to learn, grow and expand. You're adding to your knowledge. So I feel that many of you are seeing progress in your business, in your life in general, and really raising the bar when it comes to how you see yourself, achieving goals, making progress. And it really is coming from a very inspired space. So perhaps many of you, Aquarius, are seeing a new advanced version of yourself, really tapping into your higher self, your wisdom, your inner knowing, trusting your intuition, and really running with it in the month of June to really create a lot of progress in your life. So we have the sixth chakra here. That's here you're visioning things. The thinking woman, I know that you're putting a lot of effort into learning and growing and wanting to raise the bar for yourself. The Temple Path card is certainly that spiritual inspiration and having inspired ideas and really running with it, trusting yourself and knowing that you're growing on a different level. All right, let's pull a few more cards for you, Aquarius, for the month of June. Thank you. Wow, this is lovely. There's a real unveiling of yourself. And what I mean by this is that you're seeing where you have held yourself back in the past. Now, it may have been circumstantial, but a lot of that is also perhaps where you've capped yourself and you've had limiting beliefs around how you can progress. But now you're going for it. You're actually showing your true self and you're allowing yourself to shine, which means the change that's happening within you is that you're actually being prepared and doing the work to let go of things. And you're stepping out more and becoming more visible, perhaps in the public eye. It's both an inner and an outer transformation at the moment. There's very much an unlocking of your heart. And I really feel that the work that you're doing is very heart-based, and this is helping you on so many levels as you're prepared to be vulnerable, be more visible, to follow your passions. There's a massive unveiling of you and a releasing of things that have held you back. And this is really putting you in a space of loving what you do and really being driven by your heart more than anything. And of course, the result of that is a door to value, that you are actually creating so many beautiful opportunities and manifesting success, which could translate, of course, into improvements in your business and upgrade in your lifestyle. So I'm really loving this energy for you. Really sort of seeing what is possible, and this time believing it, and just sharing perhaps a deeper level of you from a place of integrity and a willingness to not play the game of stereotypes or hiding behind a pretense that perhaps in the past you felt that you had to do in order to be credible or feel that you were credible. But this time it's like you're taking the masks off, you're being your true self, and it really is going to reward you in the month of June, Aquarius. What else have we got here for you? Yeah. So where things may have felt a little bit discombobulated, a little bit unsettling, and perhaps for a period of time, some emotional disturbances, I feel that this is something now that you're getting a grasp of, that the pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together for you. This is how you probably have been feeling in the past. But this is all being let go of as you are managing and confronting your emotions, feelings and beliefs that you've had of who you are. You're forming a new identity, or perhaps revealing the true you, revealing your true self. And this is incredibly healing for you, Aquarius. I love this. There's such a new awakening that's happening inside of you, a new awareness, and this is allowing you to truly shine, for your true self to shine. And as this is all unfolding, you're very mindful of how things have been in the past. So there's memories and recollections of your past, the path that you've had since child to adult, and the things that now you can look back with gratitude. Not that life was perfect, it was the perfect teaching ground for you. And now there's this lovely sense of playful curiosity and acceptance for the path that has been and who you are today. So I'm feeling a lightness in your energy. Yes, sometimes it may be childlike from a point of view that you're happy to play with ideas and opportunities and be curious rather than stern and worried. Wonderful. Let's pull a few more cards for you to see how things are rolling out in the month of June, Aquarius. We have. Let's take a look at challenge, opportunities, and a pathway forward. It may have been that you previously struggled with knowing the pathway ahead or what to do in order to make progress. But I see that you're starting to get clearer about that and more focused as you look ahead, the road ahead, the pathway ahead, the journey ahead for you. You're obviously seeking more, which means you want progress, you want change, and you want improvement. And this time you're ready to face what perhaps may have felt a little scary before. Now you are calming the waters on the inside, the emotions, and you are looking at everything face on, which I really love. So much clarity is coming to you, and that's your opportunity. With the Queen of Swords, you are getting clearer by the day. This is truly a transformative time for you, Aquarius. It's giving you ideas and insights. It's helping you to see that you are the master of your life. You get to create whatever it is that you put your mind to. And you're feeling more empowered. You're doing the do. You're able to make better decisions too, and to communicate that more clearly to people. And people respect that clarity, clearness of communication, clearness of thought. is giving you inspiration. It's putting you in that place of leading your life. Now, the pathway forward is you are done with the beliefs and the stories where you felt trapped or just unable to make progress, believing you didn't have what it took. However that manifested for you, this came in the reverse. This Eight of Swords, where the illusion is that we don't have what it takes, that we're stuck, we don't know how to progress, but this was in the reverse. So I'm going to say you're recognizing now where you had held yourself trapped, and now you are letting that go. You're finding your way forward and clarity is returning to you. Wow, what a great month, Aquarius. Let's pull a few more cards to see what else you need to be aware of in the month of June. For Aquarius, thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. This is wonderful, because what we have here is that you are feeling way more aligned with yourself, Aquarius. The spiritual union card is that you could be growing closer in a particular relationship, but I also see this as you feeling more aligned with your true self and your higher self, your spirituality. However, if it is relating to the union with another person in your life, your special person, there's a likeness of minds now and a harmony between the two of you, seeing your compatibility and how you complement. You're not the same as each other. So we have alignment of values, alignment of thought, alignment of spirits, whether it be yourself or with your partner. That's beautiful. Things are coming together for you. The third eye chakra, this is a repeat card. This is again being able to visualize, having clarity, looking at the dreams that you have for your life and the goals that you have. You're getting so much more clear in your mind, in your thoughts, and for your dreams. And then finally, with the pathway forward, it is all about having the confidence now to take action, to believe in yourself. So the solar plexus here, that's all about your self-esteem. It's that yang energy that's beautiful, that the shining of your true self really coming together. I love it. All right, perhaps we'll get a card here from the Guardian Angel Tarot deck for you, Aquarius. This is about really shining your light this month and having the confidence to do that, letting go of the things that have stopped you in the past, releasing, taking off those masks to be your true self. And Ace of Thought, which is the same as the Ace of Swords. This is arriving here to congratulate you for your brilliant new ideas. Inspiration is coming to you, clarity, ideas are flowing. It's a beautiful time to really process those ideas and to start taking action. It's also important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others that are involved in implementing your idea. So take on board the challenges as ways to give you feedback on how you can make improvements. Don't let anything stop you. Keep going forward. It's about tweaking the plan. It's all coming together for you. I just want to pull one more card here from the Fairy Angel Tarot deck before we go. For June, Aquarius, what a great month for you. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Yes, we've got the Justice card. Everything is coming back into balance for you. It is time to review the details, get the clarity of the things that you're planning. So prepare well, plan well. You're going to be a winner in the end. Things are working out, things are being balanced. There's a fair and objective decision that you're making, and the balance is going to be there. The fairness, the win-win, whatever it is that you have to negotiate, decide on, pull together. You've got so much clarity, you've got really good energy and confidence now that it's certainly going to be a win. I love this Justice card. It's bringing out the best in you for a very favourable outcome in the month of June. Take that as it resonates for you, Aquarius. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Let me know if it has landed well for you. Tell me what's going on in your life at this point in time. And I'm going to wish you a fabulous month in June. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now. Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel. We're going to be doing a card reading for you for the month of June, and I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. So lovely to have you here, Pisces. And I'm just going to say, if you get a buzz out of this reading and it resonates for you, let me know. Hit the like button and leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your world. I would love to hear from you. Let's pull some cards to see where your energy and focus is at for the month of June. Well, this is very interesting. Somewhere in the mix of things, Pisces, perhaps things are not going quite to plan, but there's an opportunity for you to turn this around. Perhaps things are feeling like it's working against you, but truly the opportunity in the situation that may arise for you is that you get a chance to start fresh. I love the fact that I've pulled 3 cards here, and the last one is about the world, which means getting out there and doing something new, starting afresh, which means we're embracing change, and you get to have a new landscape, a new way of doing things. So to me, it says a fresh start that's come from a place of assessing what hasn't worked, that's perhaps been a little bit disappointing and just hasn't created flow in your life. So whether that be personal relationships or a business plan, whatever the path has been, it's time for a change. It's time to start over and do something new with a fresh approach. You've come so far, Pisces, and I feel this has been a long journey for you, but you've learned so much, and you're bringing all of those valuable lessons and the wisdom of those experiences with you. And rather than internalizing them and feeling like a victim, this is your opportunity to grow and to move on to places that resonate with your vision, that feel more aligned with you. This is really important because this is a growth energy rather than a contraction energy. It's about seeing the bigger picture here, and perhaps it's your time to venture out and explore that. Let's see what else comes up. Fantastic. So Spirit has given me this very distinct feeling that the past wasn't all that you hoped for, but now we're in the present moment where you are really learning to assess quite objectively rather than emotionally. And of course life gives us the emotions. We've got to feel and experience our life. But this time you're using it in a way that it's information that helps you to restore balance in your life. So with the Angel of Balance here, this is what you're doing. You're taking an assessment of your life from a higher perspective, from a higher vantage point. And this time, with the 5th chakra and Archangel Gabrielle, beg your pardon, this is about expressing your truth and not holding back for the message that you want the world to hear. And yes, my friends, it may take some courage to do this, but you have the strength, you have the courage, the vision, and the determination to pursue this incredible change that is about to happen in your life. Let's keep moving forward. I'm intrigued, Pisces. The Angel of Balance card is really drawing my attention to the fact that you are coming from a higher perspective, and certainly the opposite of what we may feel if we're feeling like the victim. For quite some time, you might have felt you weren't making traction in your life in terms of progress. So there's always that feeling of going backwards and forwards, a little bit like being on the mouse wheel. And that can be disappointing. You know, we can start to make up a lot of stories about why me? Why am I not getting traction? Why does this feel so unfulfilling? Why am I drawing negative situations into my life? But I know that this is transforming for you. You are now in a place of saying more, revealing more of yourself, and wanting to learn. So we've got the teacher card here. You're actively searching for answers, for self-improvement, which is the opposite of feeling like a victim, where you felt badly done by, that life and the universe had it in for you. But you're changing this story now. Now you're prepared to see the real you, and to see that there is a beautiful, wonderful soul within you, the magnificence in you. But it takes an honest look at yourself to really see the truth of who you are. Not to see your flaws, but to see your natural gifts and talents and how you are shining. To see the real you. And that is very different to feeling like the world is out to get you, because now you're taking back control because of the lens you're choosing to see your life and to see you through. This is beautiful. It's very spiritually and divinely inspired. It's you taking a fresh look at you and having some wonderful awarenesses that you really are a beautiful soul. It's seeing the truth of who you are, and this is changing the whole way you are looking at yourself and the world and what is possible for you. So, having these awarenesses means that you're ready to leave those feelings of discontentment and boredom behind. You're turning your back on that. So, the way forward is this beautiful expansion energy of awareness, of seeing the bigger picture, of much greater possibilities. I mean, just look at these cards. The World card, a fresh start, the bigger picture, and we have the awareness card. This is trusting yourself as well. This is learning about you and being open to divine truths and really being prepared to learn. You're doing the work. You're prepared to take in that information to truly understand. Now, the next card is shifts happen. You know, once we start to know something, we can't unknow it. So awarenesses bring change. So don't be surprised if at first there's a bit of discomfort. Things get shaken up a little, which means you get to reassess. You get to reassess all areas of your life. So this can help improve things. With financial and material changes, you can tweak things in your life. You can make changes to the way you do things. This is what self-assessment is all about, and self-improvement. When we go on that journey of wanting to do more and feel more and be more and learn more, change is going to happen. All right, let's take a look at what Spirit is guiding you to notice and be aware of in your life. We'll pull a few cards from the Wisdom of Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Pisces in the month of June. What do they need to know? Yes, so while you're going through this transition, there's a lot of cleaning up, let's just say, cleaning up to do, which means chopping wood. That's getting the admin done, the chores, the cleansing. Now, rather than seeing this as a burden or resenting it, let's just say this is helping you to clear out the dust, you know, those corners that have got the cobwebs, the pile of paperwork that's been sitting there, the things that you discover in cupboards that you've forgotten were there. It literally is the physical cleanup as much as it is the internal, mental and emotional reassessment and cleaning up of your thoughts, beliefs, perspectives on life. So the emphasis is bit by bit, go by the book, do things methodically in a good sequence. No need to think you have to reinvent the wheel right now. This is about doing the do, and it will help you because it helps reduce the overwhelm when we just take a methodical approach to the change that you're experiencing, one step at a time. So with all of this shake-up and reassessment of things, and physically in your life, you'll notice changes, which is great, because sometimes the physical helps us to then process the mental and emotional. It works both ways. But what you're realizing is there's some things in your life you don't want to deal with anymore. You know they're not for you. So this is understanding that you're prioritizing and recognizing what you value and what isn't meant to stay in your life. So we have the not for you card. This is being a lot more strategic about your life and what you're prepared to do and not do. It's about, well, reassessing where you're going to put your energy. And it does not need to be everywhere. It just needs to be strategic, and it needs to be focused on what's going to give you a fresh start in life. Let's see if we've got a little bit more there for you, Pisces. It's coming to a realization of why, your purpose in life, why you're here, what's most important. Asking yourself the question every time you go to do something or feel something, do I need to have that thought? Do I need to expend my energy here? So this helps you to become a better decision maker. So it really is drilling down to the reason you're here. What's your purpose? Why do you want to know things? It's about self-improvement. It's about improving your life. And it's about making progress. You're prepared now to see things at a higher level. So access that intuition. Ask your spirit guides and angels. Step into that place of your higher power. Raise the bar for yourself. Because now you get to see where you've been eluding yourself and where things are genuine in your life. So the all that glitters, sometimes this card can mean that we've got a little bit of an illusion around about life. Perhaps about ourselves, perhaps about the outer world. Some of us can get caught up thinking that we have to aspire to what the world tells us to. You know, that shiny object. Maybe this is your time to realize that's actually not for me. That's not the truth of who I am. I want something else. And it's really commendable if you're aspiring to greater heights, go for it. But make sure it's genuine. Make sure it's a reflection of who you are, your purpose in this life, and how you want to shine and show up in your life, not how you believe the world wants you to shine and show up in your life. Very important distinction there. Be the real you. This is what you're realizing, and this is the difference for you in the month of June as you go and seek how to improve your life, and you're really seeing the truth of who you are and your natural gifts and talents, the strengths of who you are. You're realizing now that the real you is enough when it comes to shining and reaching your potential, and this is your focus. All right, let's pull a card from the Guardian Angel Tarot deck for you. We've got Guardian of Action. This is a beautiful summary for the reading, Pisces. It's time for you to step up and be the leader of yourself, my friends. Your natural leadership skills are being called into action. This is your moment in the sun, so move into the light and shine, I kid you not, for all to see. This card is also about you. You've got charisma. You've got this joie de vivre, this lovely vitality about you, and it is inspiring. It inspires you and it inspires others, Pisces. We know that you enjoy a challenge. We know that you love the spotlight. This is your time to shine. I love this reading for you, Pisces. The month of June is amazing, very transformative. There's that card. If you can take a snapshot, everything that we just spoke about then, it's all shown up in this last card. I'm going to leave your reading at that. I really hope that you've enjoyed this. If you have, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you. And in the meantime, take care of yourself, and we really look forward to seeing you next month for your reading. Bye now. Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for the month of June. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. I hope you are keeping well, Aries. We have a general reading here, and of course this is applicable for your sun, moon or your rising sign. We're going to take a look at where your energy's at and what's going to be unfolding for you in the month of June. And of course, if you enjoy this reading and you really resonate with it, let me know. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear all about what's going on in your world. All right, let's start. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Aries. What have we got for the month of June for Aries? All righty. It starts out so beautifully. The month of June, you're in this space of understanding the importance of giving back to you and feeling loved, and being in a space of wanting to give love as well, just feeling that real sense of that you need to give yourself comfort and nourish yourself at this time. So it's an inner focus, it's nurturing you and taking care of your well-being. It really is helping you mentally, emotionally, physically and spiritually, this beautiful new focus that you have for yourself. And it's helping you to heal on many levels. It's helping you to bring back a sense of balance and to understand where you are at this time in your life, the things that have occurred, but less about the past and more about who you are today, and feeling really connected with your spiritual side and connecting with the divine. So a lot of awarenesses are coming, a lot of heart-based energy is there for you, Aries, in the month of June. And for some reason, perhaps you're feeling a little bit more spiritual and more connected with the bigger picture in life and what's most important, and that is inspiring you and driving you right now. It's a really great place to be, especially if we are to encounter change in life. And I feel that this is perhaps so relevant for you right now because things in the past have been a little stormy and you've had to deal with change and accept that there are parts in your life that needed to be dismantled, and that's a good thing. It may not feel comfortable when we experience the storms in life, but they truly do clear the path to help you eliminate what is not meant to be in your life, Aries. So let me show you. We have the Angel of Love card here and the Healer of the Ages card. So this is you doing some incredible healing work on the inside and really being in a heart space. And this is really helping you to recover from what needed to be dismantled in your life. And those storms, they're not comfortable, but they certainly take out of your life what is not meant to stay. All right, let's take a closer look, Aries. What's going on for you in the month of June? And gosh, we're moments away from June. I'm recording this right at the end of May here. Yeah. So these cards that I just pulled came out in reverse, and we've got the picture of a loving man here, or something, a presence that was in your life. There's a potential here that maybe someone has left your life, or there've been thoughts around someone who you've had. This could be you or someone else, where there has been a loving connection. But with the travel card, I feel that there's this reason now that you've given yourself to think about, well, do I need to leave this? What is it about this connection? We'll find out more in a minute, where you're ready to just move on and you're sort of at the door waiting. Maybe you've already taken that step and packed your bag, because the storm that has been left you in a place of fears of the unknown. Well, now that this change has happened, what now? So there is that sort of fear of the unknown and not really being clear about what's ahead. And that's natural. You know, when we've had a bit of a shake-up in our life, it's difficult to see clearly what the next step is. So we'll take a closer look to see how this starts to unfold and reveal the pathway ahead for you. Do you know what I'm going to say? And this is going to not match everybody out there, but there's something about a loving relationship that was where there's now a sense of triumph. Perhaps you've had to triumph over something that didn't work, or something is coming to fruition in a different kind of a way for you in terms of a relationship. Whatever it is, there's this sense of victory here, that you've achieved something. And I think that's the most important message here. And what it's done is that it's sparked this inner light within you and this inspiration, where now you're feeling quite inspired. You don't need inspiration from others. This is something that's within you, something that has lit up inside of you as a result of recent events. And perhaps the way forward has been unclear, but the next card that was reversed lets us know that with change and transition, we can either focus on the obstacles or we can look beyond what feels a little uncertain right now. Now this card was reversed and it's a number 5 here. So it's a choice. Do you focus on the pitfalls and the fears and the worries? Or do you look beyond to see what is possible? So let's pull a few more cards here, Aries. This is very interesting. I'm intrigued. The details of your situation is going to be different for everyone. This is a general reading. But as I said, the key to this message is a sense of victory for what you have had to overcome. And now feeling quite inspired by what you've needed to go through and the recognition of who you are, and now being able to use all of that as a way to move forward, even if you don't know exactly how things are going to turn out. I feel that for many of you, the pathway that you were on, it didn't feel quite true. There were things that were hidden, and at first it may have felt all roses and shiny and that everything would work out, but it didn't quite happen that way. So right now it's coming to an understanding of what is truth, what is real, what's the real deal. I think you're getting that understanding now, and that's where the gold is in realizing what is real and what isn't. So Spirit is definitely saying this is a moment where you have to trust your intuition and your higher self. So we have the higher power card here. This is going to a place where you feel like you're rising above the noise and the chaos that has been, and now you're seeing things which are much higher perspective. For a period of time you may feel like you've just got to go with the flow, because in that place of the unknown, it may take a little bit of time to get to where you're going, your next stop, let's just say. So on the way to get there, it's making sure you just go with the flow. It's not necessarily having grand expectations. It's certainly not about focusing on potential pitfalls. It's about being the observer. Now in the boat here, we've got the compass and the direction. You're going with the flow, and we've got these binoculars here. It's like keeping a watch out, observing what's going on around you, observing yourself. It's really looking at the lens, looking at the world and yourself as an observer. And that's going to really help you go through this period of time that is a transformational change. Keeping in mind the first few cards were about going back to that heart space and doing a lot of healing here. You are victorious, remember. And change is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Let's pull some tarot cards here for you for the challenge, the opportunity, and the way forward, Aries. The challenge is, yes, you've got choice. You've got choice. You've got things to look at the moment. So take your time. Be choosy. Be discerning. We've got the Seven of Cups here. There is plenty out there that can fill your cup. But we want to be choosy. We want to sort of look at what our choices are and choose the right thing for you. And it's certainly not about trying to go for everything, because that just exhausts us and leaves us in a place of confusion. So the way forward is about getting clarity. We have the King of Swords here, and there's no doubt about it. You're taking a more objective view of your situation. You're creating a strategy. You're being careful with your communication, particularly with yourself. And this time you are feeling a little bit more clear about what it is that you want to create in your life. I almost want to say, don't overanalyze the situation and bring a little bit of a lightness to self-examination. It's really important that we get clarity and we get clear on what our priorities are in life. But the next card, the Ten of Swords, is upside down, and you know that what has transpired has finished. So this is sort of an indication that something has come to an end. But this time you're ready to release. There's no sense of poor me or I'm the victim of a situation. I really feel that you're feeling quite empowered this time round, Aries, that you've got the gist of what's happened and now you're really ready to let all of that go and to move on, which is really commendable of you. Okay, let's pull a few more cards to see what else for Aries. Okay, challenge, opportunity, and way forward. Well, the challenge here to me is not really a challenge. The wheel here indicates that things are in motion, and if the challenge is of anything, it perhaps is, do you feel ready and prepared for going to a higher level now, of moving on and doing things differently? The universe has got the wheels in motion anyway. So if something has left your life or hasn't worked out, you are rising above all of that now for greater opportunities. And justice is coming your way. Things are now being evened out. You get what you deserve. Balance is being restored in your life, and that's a good thing, my friend. The way forward is, you know what? I know that these experiences teach us a lot. You know, you're generous of heart, but this time it's about being able to tap into your emotions in order to fill your cup rather than the cup of everybody else. So we've got the Queen of Cups here. Be sure to make sure to give back to you rather than continue a pattern of giving to everyone else. You're very empathic, you're very intuitive, but when this card is in reverse, it may be that you're leaking all of that beautiful energy and not realizing the heart within you, the generosity within you. And in fact, there's an opportunity here for you to show yourself a lot of compassion. So keep that in mind, my friends. You deserve to have the love and compassion for yourself. You do not need to keep giving it away and leaving yourself in a place of deprivation. All right, let's do some final messages here for Aries in the month of June. I had to pull out a card that popped out and I'm going, oh, do I take that one? It was the Two of Swords. What I want to say, you're getting clarity. All right, thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, what a way to finish this reading. We have the Emperor card. This is you taking back control in your life. This is you creating a plan for yourself, for your life. It's giving yourself that time in this time of healing and change to think things through more clearly, to create that plan and to even consider a different plan, to do things differently. Yeah. So definitely the wheels are in motion for change. You're looking at where you are planning to put your energy, what's to keep and what's to go, and the truth of everything, okay? We want to get the truth. We want the reality here. And I know that you're going to be victorious, okay? So the Emperor card is self-empowerment. It's creating that change and being very, very aware of the bigger picture of what it is that you want to create for your life. And as a result, it's the 10 of Cups. This is abundance. This is a new experience of life feels great. And you start to manifest financial abundance, happiness, connection with others. It just takes it to a new level. I feel like you needed to go through that dark period, my friends, that shake-up, that feeling that your world was just all over the place. Some things needed to be removed from your life. And you had to go through that period of feeling like you were in the dark and you know, the fear of the obstacles ahead, because it's taught you so much. It's given you this opportunity to reassess and become the observer of your life for a little while and to recognize that chapter in your life is done. It's finished. So now it's listening to your higher self, giving back to you. The Fool card came here in reverse. I'm just going to say, moving forward into the unknown, there really is no risk here. This is about you having fun and looking at life through a playful lens and seeing that stepping into the unknown doesn't have to equate to, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm scared and I don't want to move forward. It can equate to feelings of curiosity, playfulness, a spirit of adventure, and knowing that you can wing it, you can do it, you can create new pathways forward, and you're going to trial it for a while. There's a real lightheartedness about this card, and you know, it doesn't have to be about fear of taking risks. It can be about playing with life. So my friends, I'm going to leave that reading for the month of June. I really hope that resonated with you. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your life. And in the meantime, you do take care, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye now. Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. We're going to do a general reading for Taurus for the month of June. Now, this is a reading that can apply to either your sun, moon, or your rising sign. So let's take a look what the energy is, what's unfolding for you, Taurus. If you enjoy the reading, I'd love you to let me know. Please leave a comment. I'd love to know what's going on in your world and, you know, where you're at, what you're thinking about, and what you're experiencing. All right, my friends, let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Taurus for the month of June. What's unfolding for Taurus? Interesting. This is sort of something that's reoccurring for some of you, this unveiling of your true self and sort of taking off that mask and letting the world see the real you. It's not so much that you care about what others think, it's more about you care about you. You care about bringing more of you out there and the truth of you, that is, you know, the real you, the true essence of you. And in order to do that, you know that there's things you've got to let go of. The things that have sort of kept you hidden and invisible, and you're ready just to let those things go. You're really seeing yourself from a bigger picture point of view, your reason for being here, your purpose in life. You're connecting with your higher self and remembering your amazing self. You're reminding yourself you've got something to live for. You've got a purpose here. And this is taking you to a place where you're learning a lot. You're remembering things. You're being open to divine insights. And you know, all the while this is happening and you're shifting your energy and your focus, you're bringing beautiful opportunities towards you to manifest abundance, raising your standards of living, raising the way your vibration and the way you think about things. So we're going from this of coming back to the truth of you and letting go of things that have kept you small, hidden, diminished, to seeing your purpose in life and really aligning with that, which is bringing this beautiful prosperity energy and opening of doors and opportunities into your life right now. Let's see where this is taking us, Taurus. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Your guidance for Taurus in the month of June. Yes. So this is a month of a lot of self-discovery. This is about setting your eyes on the prize. It's about seeing what is possible and enabling yourself to dream big. And I think that's really important, Taurus, is because sometimes we need tangible ways to see what it is that we're going for. So where possible in this month, as you're exploring and learning and stepping up and investing in yourself and learning about things, do your best to give yourself tangible ways to see your dream and your goal, whether it's creating the visuals or speaking to someone who can share their experience so it becomes a reality that you can relate to. So it's all about discovering new ways of being and thinking about the life that you would love to create for yourself, who you are, where you are, what that looks like. So you're looking at new ways to learn and gather information, getting inspired with ideas, whether that be online or in books or through a mentor or program or teacher. It's also about coming to terms with the way you have habitually seen yourself and manifested the opposite in your life. So I've been given two cards here. The way we think about things creates prosperity if we are prepared to dream big and focus on that. But the opposite of that, and we all need the contrast so that we can learn and understand, is seeing the opposite, a consciousness of lack, a scarcity mindset. We've all heard about that. And we can experience thoughts, feelings, and emotions of both, even within one day. But I feel like this is your opportunity to be aware of when you go to that place of going, I'm never going to do this, I don't have enough, it's never going to work for me, to feeling optimistic and dreaming big. It's important that we recognize when we do it so that we can create a shift in our patterns and our habits of thinking. Let's see what Spirit wants to share with you, Taurus, for the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, helping Taurus through the month of June. The pathway to prosperity, that's the pathway to follow, to learn how to create that shift, going from a mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. Wow, well, I'm seeing beautiful new beginnings here. The Ace of Cups, I feel like you're committing to you. You're realizing that to create the vibration of prosperity, you really have to show yourself a lot of love. You've got to do things in your life and bring things into your life that help you to feel fulfilled, emotionally connected to your heart space and what really inspires you, that you love to do. It's a willingness to receive and to see the beauty in your world and the beauty in you. So the Ace of Cups, that's the way to create that beautiful vibration and frequency of love and abundance and prosperity. And then it's a case of, well, part of the learning is sometimes we need to let go of the rules. The things that kept us bound didn't really work. That's what leads us to a mindset of scarcity and lack. So now it's about embracing this spirit of adventure, and not being focused on the risks, but focused on the fun and the enjoyment and the possibilities. It really is about possibility thinking. The risks are that you're going beyond what you would normally do. You are branching out. You're seeing what is possible and enjoying the expansive energy that comes with this. And Ace of Pentacles, that's how you manifest. That's bringing in new opportunities. I mean, look at this. Ace of Cups, the Fool card, which is new beginnings. And then, where did I put it? Ace of Pentacles. This is definitely a new start, new way of doing things, a fresh start, opportunities that are about to bloom and grow for you. Wow. Well, that's a long way from feeling like this, which was the very first card that showed up in your reading. Beautiful. All right, let's pull some tarot cards for you to look at the challenge and the opportunity and the way forward in the month of June for you, Taurus. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Great. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. So the challenge is, do you walk away from what hasn't been working in your life? Well, the answer is yes, okay? So this is you, the Six of Swords here. Now, in reverse is, are you still undecided? If that's the case, it's time to make the decision. It's time to step away from things that have kept you bound and kept you limited, okay? So what has that been for you? It is your time to leave that behind. Because if you want change and you want Ace of Pentacles, which is showing up again, that's what you've got to do. You've got to take a little bit of a risk of stepping out in the unknown in order to create prosperity in your life, in order to have the energy and the vibration of what that brings for you, which is a lightness of being. It brings opportunities. It brings new learnings into your life, Taurus. And then we have the Queen of, is it the Queen? No, it's the Page of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Pentacles, knowing that there's a new beginning and a new start, we now take the first steps towards that. So Taurus, this is you. This is accepting the offer, and this is making a start. I know you're still in that place of tentativeness, do I, don't I? And you're considering your options. But I feel like the reading is encouraging you that if you truly want this door to value, then this is the shift. You've got to take the step forward in order to walk through that door of abundance and prosperity. All right, what else does Taurus need to know for the month of June? Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. We'll take a look at your Fairy Tarot here. What does Taurus need to know? I like this. Yes, great. So we have the Empress card, and straight up it says it's time to take action. This is the month of really stepping into your creativity, feeling empowered, doing the do. Now, success comes when you step up, when you actually own your life and you feel that sense of empowerment that you are the creator of your life. You are going to birth new things in your life, and you're going to do it in a way that works for you, that aligns with your values. So I don't know if you can see that. It says time to take action. Brilliant. Followed by the Six of Summer. This is remembering the past. But you know what? As we remember the past, the key is events can't change, but the way we give meaning to things can change. Now, perhaps in the past, the way you thought of things kept you tied, tethered in a place of darkness and limitation. But you have an opportunity to change that. And again, as you can't change actual events, you can change the way you remember things to see through a lens of positivity and the blessings, what you've learned, what you can be grateful for. And that's the benefit of remembering the past, even back to your childhood days. Yes, We may have seen through a certain lens at a time in our life that perhaps it may not have been a favourable perspective, but you have learned so much. And this is your opportunity to change things, to see your life and the things that you've experienced through a different lens. So that's what is meant by this card here, until finally you catch on, Taurus. And we go from being tentative to taking action. We've got the Chariot card. So the Chariot card here, it says success comes from dedication, focus, managing yourself well, celebrating your accomplishments. And this brings you into the spotlight, but this is all for the right reasons. You're being seen because you're making progress. You're stepping up in your life, and I love that. Let's pull a card from the Guardian Angel Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Taurus. Message here for Taurus. Healer of emotion. This is a time to follow your heart, the truth of who you are, and to really feel the fullness of your emotions. Your emotions are helping you to understand yourself. And that's the whole point of it, is a deeper understanding of you, so you know how to move forward. It may be that all of this work on yourself and feeling the feels is also helping you to understand how others feel. And so that brings out that natural nurturing side of you. So be careful that you temper that and you don't go overboard in giving to everyone else, because truly the time of June here, for the things that you're experiencing, this really is a time for you to fill your cup. It is a time of self-discovery and exploring things, taking action for you, which means you've got to know how to take care of yourself, how to heal you. It's a time when we feel connected to our heart, which increases our ability to be intuitive and more insightful. It gives you an opportunity to tap into your deeper wisdom and knowing. So with this beautiful willingness to be compassionate and caring for yourself, I know you're feeling that for others. And that's beautiful, because you're able to show understanding and care for other people in your life right now, because you've been through something similar. And that's really lovely. So, you know, seeing the spiritual side of you, it's awakening you to have a fresh start, to try something new in your life, and to shift from that limited view of yourself and life to seeing amazing opportunities of how your life can grow and shift and change. I just feel compelled to pull one more card for you today. I'm going to pull a card from the Wisdom of Oracle deck, a final card for Taurus for the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Of course, we're in Taurus energy now, aren't we? So happy birthday. This is where you realize that life needs to return to a state of balance of what is fair. And if you have felt that you've been giving out so much in your life, I think you're recognizing that this is the time where you need to give back to yourself. So we've got the fairness card, to be fair. This is weighing everything up. This is you going, you know, hang on. I've actually got to invest in myself. I've got to balance the scales here of my time, energy and emotions and what I'm prepared to give. And I'm going to use this period of time as a way to start afresh. You've got the the Ace of Pentacles twice here, and then the Page of Pentacles. So you know that this is a fresh start for you. So the Be Fair card and taking action is putting everything back into balance. And what that might mean for you, Taurus, is that you may need to have certain conversations to correct imbalances in your life. It may be that you need to make certain decisions and choices that help you to restore balance for yourself. Take back control of a few things where you have felt a little out of control, where the balance and the scales have tipped too far. So my friends, here's your opportunity to start afresh, to see life now through a different lens, and to give back to you. It's certainly about taking action. So I hope that's resonated with you, Taurus. I hope it gives you the guidance and the clarity you need right now. If that's the case, I'd like to hear from you. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your life. And in the meantime, take care and take those steps forward. And I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye now. Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle and we're going to do a reading for the month of June. Now this reading is for your sun, moon or your rising sign. So whatever resonates with you, keep, and what doesn't, please toss it aside. Let's get into your reading, Gemini. I do hope you're going to enjoy this reading, and if you do, give us a shout out. Let me know what's going on in your world right now. Leave a comment for me. All right, my friends, let's get in. I'm going to pull some cards from the Energy Oracle deck for you. What do we have for Gemini in the month of June? Well, this is looking very positive. We've got the door to personal happiness coming straight up for us. I feel that the things that you're encountering right now are all about leading to an upliftment in your life. Seeking a life that feels freer, simpler for you, and a real sense of freedom. You're going through quite a spiritual change and transformation. Look at this, the journey card. Where are you going? Where are you headed? You are headed somewhere, and it's like you're doing everything that's necessary to get yourself prepared for that journey. Whether it's a physical journey, you're actually traveling somewhere, or whether it's something that you're moving on in life to a place or a situation that is going to offer you more. You're not too sure what that is, but you're following the light. You're following your inner guidance as to where that could be. So it feels like you're on the search for something bigger and greater. Perhaps you know that there is something more for you out there. So it's like getting that inspiration to follow your dreams, imagining and visualizing what that means for you, Gemini. Certainly you're wanting an improvement in your life, and it feels like you will eventually find it. We've got the blossoming abundance card here. So it's looking for that place for you that represents peace, lightness, fulfillment, a life that is uncomplicated, simple, and allows you to be the best of you. Let's keep pulling a few more cards to see what that means. It certainly is this very dreamy desire to have an improvement, but also that you want to move from where you are, because perhaps where you have been has had its day, let's just say, and you're no longer feeling fulfilled by it. So there is this sense of wanting to move on into something better. So we pull a few more cards, and yes, confirming that message a little bit further. So the seventh chakra is really about tuning into your intuition and really allowing yourself to be in that space of stillness, to dream and imagine and to receive the insights from your higher wisdom, from the angels and spirit guides, to help you see the bigger picture, to connect in with your purpose, and to understand what that means for you. So being in that space that enables you to dream and to visualize the future. Now, we talked about a journey and wanting to move towards something better in your life. Well, this card here, whilst it says financial constraints, to me it's more about symbolically going from a place where perhaps your belief and your mindset has been more of a scarcity one, more around the focus on what you don't have in your life, or even the feelings that you just don't feel fulfilled right now. You want something more. So blossoming in abundance and the next one, man holding a coin, certainly lets us know that there's an opportunity for your prosperity in life, that sense of abundance and things looking more optimistic and fruitful for you is certainly up ahead. So I'm liking how the month is unfolding already. There's definitely a choice from you, Gemini, to move on, to move towards something that feels more fulfilling. And you know what? When we focus on that, our energy changes, our beliefs change, and that's how we manifest greater things and more abundance into our life. I know you've heard it all before, but this truly is seeing the evidence of things changing. And Gemini, when you put your mind to something, you do know how to create that shift, not just intellectually, but energetically. And it's so important now to follow that up with actions that take you towards your dreams and what it is that you want to change and transform and improve. So there is something here around a commitment that is part of this process. So my friends, is this you signing a document, agreeing to something in your life? This is the first step. This is the starter for you to create that change, to get going, to find that momentum, to move on to this next phase of your life that's going to be a lot more fulfilling for you. It's going to feel lighter and brighter and bring you more opportunities. So that's the first step. So something is agreed to. You're signing something and you're agreeing within yourself what it is that you need to do to move on. Then we have the creative endeavor. This is about really now allowing yourself to feel into that inspiration. So we get curious, we try things, we allow our imagination to conjure up pictures of what it is that you want to achieve and what you're striving for. And doing something creative, perhaps you are in that zone of wanting to create new things. So it doesn't have to be from an art point of view. It can be revamping your home. It can be coming up with a new idea in your business. It can be creating a new lifestyle or a routine in your life, new ways of thinking, or even meeting new people. So all of this phase is leading you to spend some time in good quality research and education, speaking to the experts, working out what it is that you need to know to make these improvements in your life. I'm liking where this is going, Gemini. Doing the research will give you clarity, will help you improve. So I'm going to take a few cards here from the Wisdom of Oracle deck for you, Gemini. So along the way, because this is a time of change and transition, we've got to honor the process. So Spirit is saying, don't forget, with change, it uses up so much mental, emotional, and physical energy. So we need to ensure that you create a balance during this period of time. So taking time to rest is important. That's how we avoid things like overwhelm and confusion and exhaustion. So taking time to have a nap. Because in this transition, it's like things are doing a 180 in your life. It is a time of change. It is about coming back to you and understanding who you are, your uniqueness, what you value, what's most important to you. And I love the way this is symbolized by the zebra card here, the zebra in the card. And then we've got the windmill, and certainly the wind is bringing a new lease of life, a new time of change, a new era of getting back to you. I feel that for a while, this period of change that has probably started some time ago has kind of left you feeling a little isolated and out on a limb, alone with your thoughts. So we've got the orphan card here, and sometimes that space can be a little disconcerting and unsettling, but have faith that things are always on the move, and when we're going through a period of change, it doesn't stay that way. We move forward. Let's pull some cards here for the challenge, the obstacle, and the way forward for you, Gemini. We'll pull some tarot cards here. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? So we'll pull a card for the challenge, the opportunity, and the way forward. The challenge is that you've had some difficulty seeing what it is that you do have, the resources you have, the things that you would say are the blessings in your life. The King of Cups here is normally very generous and very giving. And this is you, Gemini, but you've struggled to feel that for a while. And perhaps even you have given too much. Hence the need to rest and to recoup while you're going through this period of transition. The opportunity, of course, is to really assess your choices. And there are plenty of choices. With the Seven of Pentacles, you do have choices, but this is not about going in all directions. It's about going, well, what is it that you specifically need? Because it probably won't serve you to take everything. So you're choosing how to grow what is most important to you, how to expand, and what are the things that you want to invite into your life. The way forward is, well, the Queen of Cups. It's to get back to that place of filling your cup, self-compassion, feeling generous once more, generous in the heart and spirit. It has been a challenge, and you have felt quite alone and out on a limb for a while. So it is, you are recovering this. It's just taking a little bit of time. Let's see what else is coming for you, Gemini. Yeah, it is a time to move on to something that is more fulfilling, which we know that through the Eight of Cups here. It's looking for what's going to match my standards, what's going to fulfill me. The past has really nothing left to offer you. The future is collaboration and celebration. So there are definitely things to celebrate with this change. We have the Three of Cups here. So celebration for things that are shifting and are now going your way. Part of all of this has asked you to not only consider your health and well-being in terms of balancing things out, weighing up the pros and cons. It's all about deciding what's going to work for you and finding a way to create balance. And I said a win-win, did I not? This is about making sure that what you're going through right now creates a win-win situation for everyone. All right, let's see. June seems like a month of transition, a month of figuring out how to go through the motions of creating change. Certainly guidance is doing the research, staying optimistic, looking at ways to fill your cup and coming back to your true self. So this is what I have to offer for you in the month of June. It certainly is about rising over the conflicts. We've got the Five of Wands here. The Nine of Cups lets us know that things are definitely improving for you. And the Page of Wands, it's like that starting fresh card. It's a new lease on life, and it's trying new things without being too weighed down by the idea of risks. So give it a whirl, Gemini. June is an interesting month for you. You will come good. I'll pull a final card here from the Guardian of Angel Tarot for you. And we've got the Nine of Action. You've worked hard to create the things you cherish in your life, Gemini. You know, including relationships, accomplishments, your home and environment. All of these things are important. And Spirit is saying, rest assured, all of these treasures, including yourself, are being protected by your angels. Yeah. So, my friends, keep going. The rewards are coming. You are protected, and this is a time of change which requires compassion and patience and focusing on that end goal. I hope this has been helpful to you, Gemini. I really wish you all the best for the month of June, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. We're going to do a reading for the month of June, and this is for your sun, moon, or your rising sign. So Cancer, let's get into your reading. I'll pull a few cards to see where your energy is and what's likely to unfold for the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Cancer. Well, this is an interesting start to the reading, Cancer. We've got you in a situation where you feel a little bit constrained right now, and perhaps you don't have all of the answers to things that you're trying to sort out in your mind. And it's kept you sort of a little bit quiet, a little bit withdrawn. It feels like you're looking for alternatives. You're searching for meaning, opportunities, new ways of doing things. Perhaps there's something in particular that's on your mind you're trying to figure out. I'm not sure if it's also in relation to a relationship at the moment, which of course there's a lot of love there, but I feel like you're pondering something about the relationship. So we've got you tied up here looking for different alternatives, different ways forward. There's something that you're trying to sort through right now. So let's take a deeper look here. What's going on for Cancer right now? What are the things that have got you all tied up, Cancer, and you're trying to sort through? Okay. Well, certainly you want to feel a lot better than you are right now. So you want to feel that sense of freedom and being optimistic about the future. But goodness, it's such a different contrast from feeling tied up to wanting to be set free, to be more of yourself and to feel happier that there are brighter days ahead. So the key is, how do we get there? What's going on for you? We've got the hidden behind a mask card here, which means that you're still trying to figure everything out. You haven't quite revealed the truth of your concerns, and you're not feeling quite yourself. So wherever you are right now in your life, it's just not resonating with you. So I'm feeling a sense that you're trying to work things out. You've got a brave face on at the moment. You're doing what's necessary, but I feel that behind closed doors you're looking for alternatives. So is this to do with life in general? Is it to do with your work, or is it to do with a relationship? The caring connections and kindred partnership card has come up twice here. So love matters to you. You really enjoy relationships. Is it around a concern there, or is it that you want more of that? Are you feeling the support of this person right now? Let's take a little bit of another look here through the Light Seer Tarot deck. We'll pull some tarot cards. I've just gone and spilt them all. All right. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Cancer in the month of June. My goodness, they're coming out all over the place today. All right, for Cancer, what's going on for Cancer right now? Yes, you're definitely still in that place of seeking answers and finding the pathway forward. You eventually get there, but it's like, I feel like you're very much focused on doing your research. You're dreaming about alternatives right now, another lifestyle, another way to do things. It is going to require you to stand up and be bold and to have the courage to do life your way. So we've got King of Wands here. This is about being determined, and it's having the courage to stand up and say and do what it is that you need to. So if this is creating a significant change in your life, Cancer, now would be the time. And the following card lets me know that when you stay determined and you have faith in what you believe in, we've got the Victory card here, which is fantastic. All right, let's keep this going here. What else is going on? Let's take a look at what the challenge is, the opportunity and the way forward for you in the month of June for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Well, there's certainly plenty to celebrate here. And it feels like you get that win, you get that realization of what's going to make the difference. You're feeling lighthearted, and that's great. And these are also people around you that are supporting you in your endeavors. Perhaps you're even planning a trip to get away, Cancer. This is a time to sort of let your hair down and to feel anything but constrained. So that's very much the opposite of this energy. So maybe it is time to give yourself a break, to set yourself free from something that's making you feel constricted and really closing you in and making you feel like you're not free to be your best self. Again, you're looking at your options. Seven of Pentacles is it's working out what is it that you need to keep in your life and what do you need to let go of. So that's the Seven of Pentacles. And, you know, following the Victory card, you are successful. You do get yourself there, which is why it's important to stick with this. We get the Star card, and this is all about your wishes fulfilled here. This is about getting back into flow and really appreciating that abundance comes when you set yourself free, when you align yourself with the things that matter the most to you, Cancer. I'm going to pull a card here from the Guardian Angel Tarot deck for you. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. What message do we have for Cancer? I love this. Creativity and abundance. You are being called to action to create change. You are certainly ready to accomplish great things in your life. And the time has come for you to really spread your wings and be the real you, the fullness of you, it says. So it is a time of being creative, being playful, trying new things, feeling inspired, giving birth to new projects, and following your passion, because this is where prosperity happens. This is where you manifest all of the good things in life. I'm loving that. This is a great reading for you, and the month of June is very, very promising. When you stick to what it is that you love, it's almost like you've got to bust free and break free from the rules, the environment, the things that have been holding you back, and just to do you. Sounds wonderful to me. So this is requiring you to be in a place of making choices. So it's sifting through your life and working out what needs to go, what do you keep, what needs to go, prioritizing things in order and creating that, you know, that action list. We've got to have the steps to get to where we want to go. What else is going on here? Part of all of this sort of physical clearing, achieving goals, is also an internal transformation that's happening at the same time for you, Cancer. You know, with the Shadow card, it's being willing to confront the things that have been perhaps hidden for a while, things that need to come to the surface and be dealt with. Look at the areas where you've been procrastinating over for a while, whether that's cleaning up the home, cleaning up admin of life, looking at your own thoughts and processes and the way you've given meaning to things in the past, Cancer. Your crown chakra I'm really sensing it's all of that release of the things that have held you back. And to me, this is about the beliefs, the justifications for things, the reasons for doing things. It's time to really ask yourself the question, is that really true? And to toss aside things that perhaps are not really true, and they are the beliefs that have held you back. From a place of self-protection, safety, sometimes fear. But I feel like you're ready to break through with all of that. With two cards showing us the Lion and the inner strength and the courage, it's like this is really your time to break free and to take guided action towards your dreams. It's beautiful. All right, I'm going to pull one last card for you for the month of June. A great time of taking action, being bold, and celebrating. This is about improving the lifestyle and having fun and enjoying what it is that you have and being yourself. The time is now. The time is now to do. Don't hold back. It's all about doing things now and taking action in your life, Cancer. Yeah, it's funny, you know, life works that way. It is about the divine timing, and you're ready now. You realize that you're ready, so Spirit is encouraging you to get going and do whatever it takes, even when it comes to asking for help or accepting help, okay? Help is available to you. You do not need to do this alone. I feel that as soon as you ask, people are very, very ready to say yes to you, Cancer. So I'm going to leave it at that for now, Cancer. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If this has resonated for you and has given you some guidance for how to tackle June, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your life right now. And in the meantime, take care of you, and I'm wishing you all the best, and I'll see you next month. Bye now. Hello Leo, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. We're going to do your reading for the month of June. So Leo, this is applicable to your sun, moon and your rising sign. I hope you are keeping well. Of course, it's a general reading, so please only take what resonates for you. Let's get into the reading, Leo. I'm pulling a few cards from the Energy Oracle deck. So thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Leo for the month of June. We have a man holding a coin here. And it would seem that there's something here to do with you coming to an agreement, signing an agreement, or things coming together to give you a sense of a win-win situation where finally something is working in your favor. And I'm going to say that it's around finances, career, your professional life, and perhaps it's just your standard of living is taking you to that next level when finally things, after all of the effort that you've been putting into your life, your work, your profession, you're starting to see the scales tipping in your favor, or at least, at the very least, being balanced out for all of the effort and the energy and the focus that you've been putting into things in your life. Here we go. And it would also seem that the situation now is an unbiased situation. It's something that you can unconditionally accept right now. And it's all leading to things feeling like there's a sense of abundance and things are coming your way. This says happy family. I'm going to say that everything in your life feels like it's in flow and it's moving in that direction. Certainly you've got that good connection with your family, but family also can be family in kind. The people that you're working with, the people that you consider are like-minded and that you're connected with. I also get the sense that there's a new sort of sense of stability and the beginning of a new phase that is growing for you, and there's room for expansion for prosperity, and all of this is bringing together possibly you signing new agreements, new contracts for a new life or a new opportunity that is coming your way. It's certainly speaking of a new level of freedom and progress in your life, Leo. Oh, I really like the energy here. Let's pull some more cards for you, Leo, for the month of June. Things are looking up, looking brighter, and you know, you've probably had to have a lot of patience to get this far, Leo, but it is feeling now that that sense of abundance and prosperity or achieving your goal is now within reach. You can see how things are finally coming together. Oh, these are very positive and optimistic cards for you, Leo. We've got the family card, which again says to me that things are feeling good in terms of family connections. Perhaps there has been renewed connections, or a sense that if there hasn't been a connection, this is being revisited. So this feels really positive to me. And it's funny I should be saying connections because the next card is talking about supportive connections. So I'm feeling that this is family, friends, people who are like-minded in your world, work colleagues. And I feel like it's extending to all areas of your life. It's giving you that new sense of a lease on life, new lease on life, and activating your creativity, your sense of inspiration for new beginnings. New ideas are coming towards you. And my goodness, Leo, whether this is you or someone else in your life, there's a lot of feel-good energy here. We've got the loving man. Is this you, where you're feeling particularly grateful and wanting to show your love to others? Or perhaps you are receiving the love. But I'm getting the sense that this is you, Leo. Male or female, it doesn't matter. It's that beautiful generosity that you have to want to give back or show your appreciation. That's beautiful. All right, we'll pull some tarot cards from the Light Seer Tarot deck for Leo for the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. What's coming up for Leo? There's just more abundance pouring in for you right now. Nine of Pentacles. This is still that beautiful feeling of abundance. I'm so blessed. I have what I need, and even more. Every time I ask for something, it's coming my way. The universe is responding. This is lovely. And this is not because you're lucky. This is because you've been doing the work, and finally things are starting to appear and happen, and there's a synergy. Finally things are coming together for you in so many ways. You're seeing it have a ripple effect across your life, where there's a sense of an upgrade and an improvement in standards, and this is great. So whilst that is happening, there's also this the Eight of Cups card says to me in this reading that you're finally moving away from things that have been perhaps less satisfying, less fulfilling. But the point of this card in your reading is that you're looking forward. You're seeing into the future and moving towards things that are going to be more fulfilling. And perhaps you are more focused on that now. And so your energy, your intention, your focus is all about improving things. Now, sometimes that can mean that we're leaving a situation, whether you're physically leaving it or you're just now redirecting your energy in your life to things that are going to produce a greater harvest for you. They're going to be more prosperous for you. With the Four of Wands card, everything just feels like it's feeling great in the home environment. Now, whatever home means for you, so that sense of stability, that life is good, and you're feeling quite upbeat, ready to celebrate. So, with this card, there's a 4 here, and we've got the Four of Wands here, and then we have this generous, loving man. You're feeling really good. You want to share what it is that you have, your happiness, your gratitude for the way things are going in your life right now. That's beautiful. Now, let's move forward and pull some cards here. I like to do a little bit of a 3-spread challenge, opportunity, and the way forward for you in the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Leo. What's the challenge that's presenting? And the opportunity and the way forward. Well, the challenge here is that, yes, you're definitely looking for how things can improve. We've got the Three of Wands here. The challenge may be that you're just having a little bit of difficulty seeing what that looks like, or visualizing what that looks like. Definitely, the point of the card is it is time to be a little bit more forward focused, and time to visualize what you're striving for. So you may need to get a bit of a plan and get organized to really understand what that looks like for you. So we've got this man looking out to the horizon. Now, could it be that you're thinking of traveling across the seas? Is this where your goal is? Is this where you're looking to move, perhaps? So I do get the sense again, just like the Eight of Cups, you're looking out to the horizon for things to improve, where you want to go. It's sort of like this journey going forward. The opportunity here, of course, is we've got the Seven of Wands. It was in reverse. So rather than now feeling like you need to stand your ground or defend your values, I feel like that's easing for you, that there's again more of a forward focus rather than feeling stuck and having to go round in circles. This time I feel that you're more at ease within yourself. There's less focus on self-protection or defense, and you're more in flow with who you are and what it is that you want to do. There is some discernment around where you choose to put your energy right now, and I feel that you're getting a little bit smarter and streamlining where your focus is and what it is that you need to do, rather than trying to attend to everything and everyone. And then the next card is the Judgment card, which says to me that everything is coming together. So this is like you are listening to your calling, what you know that you're here to do and achieve, your purpose in life. This is becoming more important to you. There's a sharper focus on it, and everything that you're doing now is geared towards your strengths and what you're inspired to achieve. So I feel that, as you're listening to your higher self and that higher wisdom and inner guidance, this is going to serve you really well. That is the pathway forward. That's what Spirit is suggesting, that is an opportunity for you, because there's a sense of freedom that comes with this. When you're living your truth and you're following your purpose, there's nothing else that you need to pay attention to. And that's why I love that the Seven of Wands reversal card is you're no longer giving attention to the things that use up your energy and drain your energy. You're just focusing on those things that are going to take you to that next level, Leo. All right, so the challenge, opportunity, and the way forward. Confirmation. Wow. So the challenge is, we've got the Priestess, the High Priestess card here. The challenge, because it was in reverse, is are you actually listening to your higher wisdom and focusing on the bigger picture, or are you getting a little distracted with the micro details, and that can tend to lower your energy when you go into a place of worry and concern. What you want to do is to remember to trust yourself, to remember to trust that the universe is there to support you, and that, you're intuitive, Leo. You can trust your higher wisdom and higher guidance. You may not necessarily feel that you need to share everything with everyone at the moment, but utilize that ability that you have and keep your focus at a high level rather than worrying about the details of things, because that can distract you somewhat. The opportunity, of course, is, well, we've got the Two of Swords here. I feel that it was in reverse. I feel that clarity is coming back to you now. You may have felt that you were in a period of time where you weren't sure what your direction was or what choices to make. But I feel that this is being resolved for you, that with a little bit of time in June and self-reflection and focusing on your purpose, this is the matters that you've been looking at, trying to make decisions around. It's all becoming a lot clearer for you. So, and then the way forward is, we've got the Devil card here, but this is speaking about, it was in reverse, speaking about releasing yourself again from the things that have been holding you back. So I feel that there's a real upliftment here and a real releasing of things that have been tethering you, and this is certainly something to celebrate. And I think that's why you're starting to feel a new level of certainty, of groundedness, of, listening to your higher calling and your purpose, rather than feeling trapped or tethered to something that has been holding you back. You're letting all of that go, Leo, which is fantastic. Well done, you. Let's just tune in to see if there's any other guidance for you for the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. I've got the Guardian Tarot here. Open your heart. Oh, this is lovely. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for a long time, and now the time has come. So I'm going to say that things are coming all together for you, and it is a time to be perhaps a little bit less in your head and more in your heart, and feeling the gratitude of everything starting to come together and working out for you. Also, as you're moving forward and thinking about the future, this time it's about listening to your heart and following the steps that you're guided to take. Just like I was saying with the High Priestess card, trust yourself, trust your higher wisdom as to what is the right thing to do for you, rather than be too much in your logic brain where you may filter out things and not trust your heart or your judgment on things. Joy is coming to you. You're living a vibrant and healthy life. It's certainly a lot to celebrate for you. Oh, where's the camera? There we go. Open your heart there, and we'll pull another card for you. Yeah, you've accomplished a great deal in your life, Leo. We've got the 20 review and contemplation card here. It's certainly time to decide what's next. This is the equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune card. Things are progressing and moving forward. There is momentum in your life. Things are changing. So it is a beautiful time to be thankful and for what you have accomplished so far, and now be open to the possibilities of what is ahead for you, and being very, very clear. It mentions here, clear on your divine life purpose, which is what I was tuning into before. The important message here is not to be distracted by conventional thinking, your logic brain, back to being the real you, hand on your heart, and really being driven by what you know you're here to achieve, what inspires you, what your purpose is. So that's a confirmation card there for the month of June. I feel like that is the key message for you here, Leo, for the month of June. So I'm going to leave it at that. I really hope you've enjoyed the reading, and I'd love to hear from you. Please give me a comment. Does it resonate for you? And I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel too. That will certainly help me to bring more readings to you. In the meantime, Leo, have a fabulous month, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now. Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. We're going to be doing a card reading for you for the month of June. Virgo, welcome to my channel, and I do hope you are keeping well. Now, this is a general reading, as you realise, so please only take what resonates with your particular situation. Now, we're going to get straight into it. Virgo, let's see what's coming up. I'll pull a few cards from the Energy Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. What's going on in the world of Virgo? Interesting, an opportunity here. There seems to be a vibe around finances, you wanting to improve things, questioning about money at the moment, and wondering the connection between that and perhaps your purpose for being here. What is that connection? Is it possible to make that connection? And I'll be interested to see how this plays out here. We've got the Envy card then that follows, which says to me, Virgo, that you're wondering about alternative ways of living life, and you know, we can't help it from a human perspective wanting to be able to compare our current life to other people's. And it may be that at the moment finances seem to be that elusive situation in your life, which you really like to be able to understand how to connect that with your purpose for being here, the spiritual aspect of who you are as a person, and just wondering how to really create that link so that life feels more abundant and more prosperous. I'm going to pull a few more cards. This is not entirely clear yet what's happening for you, Virgo. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Okay, nice. All right. So this is interesting. We've got the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, coming in here, which says to me that you're a very creative person, and perhaps, you know, the way to see your current situation is to recognize that your currency is actually your natural gifts and strengths. So rather than seeing this as the rest of the world does in terms of finances, your ability to use your natural gifts is your reason for being here. This is what lights you up. And so we have those two cards there. And this is what I was trying to feel into the connection here in terms of your spirituality. It is linked to your life purpose. And when you connect with your natural gifts, and certainly if that is from a spiritual point of view, it really is that thing that inspires you and lights you up. When you connect with that aspect of who you are, Virgo, your whole world seems brilliant, illuminated. It's the best of the best for you, which is what we have here in the Sun card. And I feel that Spirit is wanting you to remember this about yourself. So rather than have your attention drawn away to what others may be doing and how they perceive their life, what's more important is that you bring yourself back to a place of balance. So this is you looking at the outside world and perhaps not seeing the gifts and the talents that you have. And it's time to sort of reconnect with you and to find that beautiful balance of who you are, coming back to the center of you, Virgo, and what is true for you. Perhaps you've been a little bit of out of whack and seeing things more at the end of one spectrum, and it's time to sort of to see the whole of you, the bigger picture of you, and what makes you unique, and to really draw on your natural gifts and talents. I feel like I need a little bit more information here. So we'll pull some tarot from the Light Seer Tarot deck for you for the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Virgo. Yeah. This is very interesting, and it's going to sort of mean a little bit different things for each of you, given that it's a general reading. But again, coming back to that place of how you see yourself, your creativity, your natural gifts and talents, this is where you love to connect with others and share that about yourself. So I see you doing more of this. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles here, and you're really enjoying being amongst people. This is where you can express yourself and give of your best, and it really makes you feel connected and on purpose. But when you don't have that connection, when you feel a disconnect, it doesn't work well for you. I've got the Three of Swords here, and I'm just curious as to why that is showing up right now. Certainly with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel that better days are coming for you. I feel that when you really listen to your truth, Virgo, and you really know how to take care of yourself and nurture yourself, that the best of you comes out. But there's something going on here with the Three of Swords. Well, perhaps there's been a period of sadness or disappointment. Something has departed from your life. Perhaps something hasn't felt quite right, and it's thrown one aspect of your life a little bit out of balance at the moment. Okay, so let's take a look at what the current challenge is, my friends, the opportunity in the way forward. What's the current challenge for Virgo, please? Opportunity in the way forward. Well, the challenge is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Something has happened recently where you felt quite disempowered, and normally you would be quite at home in managing your life and knowing what it is that you need to do and feeling quite strong and confident in that area. You're usually quite organized and got your things together, if you know what I mean. But something in recent times has kind of thrown you off kilter, where you're not feeling quite yourself, not feeling quite as strong or empowered, and things haven't sort of felt, and it could have something to do with your health here. But I feel that things are being resolved. We've got you moving into a new situation in your life with the Wheel of Fortune card, which often lets us know that something's coming to a completion or the cycle is finishing. So perhaps that period of time in your life that has felt challenging, perhaps around health, and you not feeling like you had full control of the circumstances, I feel that this is coming to a close, and I'm sure you'll be grateful for that. The next card that's indicating the way forward for you is the Hangman card. So I feel that there's a new sense of enlightenment for you, where you're letting go of things that have felt a little bit unknown and you have felt tied up for a period of time in your life. Well, I see this now as being released, because this is in reverse, and I feel that finally you're able to let go something that's sort of kept you stuck for quite some time, and you've sort of had to do and it hasn't been very comfortable for you. I'd like to pull some more cards around this, Virgo. And certainly if this is something that you'd like to have a personal reading with, just reach out and let me know, because I do those online and we can do that for you. So the challenge, the opportunity, and the way forward for Virgo, please. Yeah, look, the challenge for you has been the opposite of seeing light at the end of the tunnel, but this is now changing. You've got the Sun card twice in your reading, which is beautiful. So I feel that things are improving for you, and certainly with so this is the Sun card that's twice it's come out for you. So happy to show you that, which is really, really great. The way forward, or the opportunity here, is that things are definitely improving. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles here, and so I see that with this new phase that you're moving into, things are getting sorted, things are coming together, and I feel that you need to trust in this. You may not see it yet, but I feel like Spirit is saying it is coming, that what you deserve is coming to you. And again, it's important that you notice that it's a transition and to be patient with this. You're not quite there yet, and you're probably still healing and waiting for some changes to come into place. But it's so important that you have a positive mindset through all of this change, so that you manifest what is coming towards you, which is, happier days and things working out for you. So trust, Virgo, and have faith that things sometimes just need to take time for them to come to full fruition. I'm going to pull a few more cards here. Challenge, opportunity, and way forward. Yeah. Good. Okay. It does feel like you've really had some trying things to deal with. The Four of Cups card is letting me know that perhaps you have felt a little bit down and out emotionally, and certainly it's been a very soulful, emotional and reflective period of time for you. But we've got the World card coming up a second time, and in a different deck, and this is about things moving on now. That phase that you've been going through is coming to a completion. And again, the Three of Swords has turned up again. I can really see that you've had some matters of the heart that have been quite challenging for you. And let's pull some cards around. The Three of Swords, please. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. That's come up twice for you. What do we need to know for Virgo, please, in the month of June? Yeah, still kind of healing. I feel that your heart is still going through that process of healing, and you're sort of really in that self-protection and wanting to nurture yourself. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. And the best way to do that, Virgo, is to certainly be around people that you know, that you feel are like-minded, they understand, they're supportive of you. So this is the Three of Cups, and it's sort of a nice way to transition back to feeling healthier, happier, and supported. Yeah, you're coming to the end of a very difficult situation in your life, Virgo. So 10 of Wands, it's been a long, hard journey, and I'm sure you're ready to say goodbye to all of that. So, yeah, 9 of Wands as well. My goodness. All right. Well, let's pull some cards from the Guardian Tarot deck for some advice for Virgo. And again, I just remind you, Virgo, if you're feeling the need to have a little bit more clarity around your personal circumstances, reach out to me and I'm happy to give you a personal reading. 4 of Abundance. It's certainly a time to reflect, and this is the second time it's come out, so it's the same as the 4 of Cups here. A time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Perhaps you've hit hard times here as well. I also was sensing it around health, so perhaps it's both for you. So, is your heart open? Are you holding back? So everything is related to everything, whether it be money or health or your heart space, and perhaps you have felt in that place of disempowerment. It's been difficult to share and to express your emotions and your feelings, and perhaps you've held back for a while, and maybe that it's time to relax and open up with those people that are close to you. Also, it's a time where you are recognizing your resources, taking account of your financial resources, things that you need, and you're being very wise about your choices, and perhaps looking at your investments and how you can utilize your budget better. This is like a recovery phase is how I'm reading this for you, Virgo, a recovery phase. All right. 10 of Thought. A situation that's been troubling you has come to an end and you can breathe a sigh of relief. Well, I'm really glad about that, because I can see what you've gone through here, Virgo, but I do see that all of this is coming to an end now. And this is the third card that's actually more than that. We've got about 4 cards letting us know that those difficulties are now coming to an end for you. Challenging times are behind you and you can now move on, which is great. Remember, we had the 2 Sun cards, which is like better days for sure. So someone in your life may now finally be free of things that have kept you stuck, let's just say, and that could be anything. It could be habits, dependencies, health issues, financial issues. That's all being released, and I'm sure you are breathing a sigh of relief, because I feel like I am for you, Virgo. Let's pull 1 or 2 more cards to finish for your reading for the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Yeah. Going to the sea, I really feel that this is like you're back into the flow of things, just taking it slowly, pacing yourself, focusing on the forward direction now. There's no rush here to get out there and do anything in particular, but along the way you may just want to observe how things are transitioning for you. And as I say that, the Observer card, so we had to the sea and the Observer card, so I really got that sense of no rush. This is a time of self-reflection and pacing. Yes, it is about looking forward to the future, but it's just take a moment to breathe and to look around you for what you need to notice and pay attention to, and to really understand that you're not alone. Stretch yourself to reach out to people that you know you can trust and that are going to support you. It's time to come back to the land of the living, let's just say. I feel like you've been in isolation for a while, nurturing wounds, restoring your health, keeping yourself at a low visibility as you're recouping. But now it's about reaching out and being with others, so there will be an equal exchange of love and support. And remember, don't forget to come back to that beautiful place that you know that you are just at your best when you are expressing yourself through your natural gifts and talents and connecting with others, okay, and like-minded people who love and support you. So we have this card here too, and really sort of realizing that life doesn't have to be on your own. There's an equal exchange here, which means you're back into that place of wanting to give and receive, which we had with the yin and the yang card as well. So I'm feeling like better days are definitely ahead for you in the month of June, Virgo. That is great news. I'm going to leave the reading there on that note. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know, leave a comment for me, let me know what's going on in your life. Hit that like button and have a fabulous month, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now. Hello Libra, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. I'm going to be doing a reading for you for the month of June. I hope you are keeping well, and of course this reading is applicable to your sun, moon and your rising sign. All right, Libra, let's get into your reading. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Energy Oracle deck for you for the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Libra. What's going on for Libra? Well, first up, Spirit is reminding you the angel of strength is with you. You are stronger than you think. You do have a lot of courage and determination, Libra. This is a natural part of who you are. And when you are in a situation where you know that you've got to give your very best, you do. It's somehow you manage to come up with a lot of inner strength and courage to face challenges and difficulties, and to get really clear when it becomes super important. Now, you might be at the moment in a place of feeling like you've got an important decision to make, and for a little bit you're feeling a little bit stuck. You're in that place of indecision here, but I feel that you're in the process of weighing up the pros and the cons, let's just say. And what Spirit is asking you to remember is to move towards what you feel is the greater good, the higher purpose here. It's really remembering what is the right thing to do, and to tap into your higher wisdom to help you make this decision. Now, I'm not sure what it is that you feel stuck around, and we'll pull some more cards to see what's coming up for you. But I feel that there's an opportunity here for you to remember the greater good of things and how your life has been blessed and what you're so grateful for. All right, we'll pull some more cards for Libra. Thank you. Yes, so it's lovely because you're very good at creating connections with people. Your communication is always around staying in touch with people, building rapport, loving the environment of being connected. It sort of gives you that feeling that you're wanted, you're needed, that you're in the know. And so, we've got the friends and colleagues cards coming up for you. I feel like this is where you see the best of you comes out. But again, there's something here that you're struggling with. Even though you've got all of this going on in your life, there's something here that's making you feel a little bit disconnected. And, you know, with the following fragmented energy in the indecision card, I feel that you're struggling a little bit. Perhaps the normal situation is to be connected, but right now you're feeling disconnected and you're not too sure what to do about that. Or there may be a situation that you're trying to get all of the bits of information around something to help you make a decision on what to do and what your next step is. Going forward though, I feel that it's going to still work in your favor. We've got the milestone card here where you get to celebrate an achievement here. So I think that's a nice thing to know, even if you're not feeling you're quite there yet. So we'll pull a few more cards here to see what's going on for you, Libra. Could it be that again, the Three of Pentacles lets me know that you know how to work with people, and that's certainly your aim. You're very good at building rapport, and sometimes you can leverage that to get what it is that you need or want in the moment. But this is, you know, a genuine aspect of you that you like to be able to show your support, give what you can to help others, but you also like to be able to receive. So it does need to be reciprocal. But I see you working here to see how you can pull things together. Now, the Lovers card shows up here around the place where there's a bit of indecision and fragmented energy, and maybe there's something here on an emotional level where you're struggling a little bit to feel connected, struggling to know what to do either within yourself or in terms of a relationship. And then, gosh, we've got the Knight of Swords here. I feel like at some point some clarity drops in, and the pathway to communication and the information that you need seems to come towards you, and that perhaps that's going to help. So I'm going to pull some cards around the challenge, opportunity, and the pathway forward here for you. I'm just wondering, has something shifted and changed for you? Is something coming to an end when it comes to a group of people, an association of people that you have previously been connected with? I wonder, are things changing there for you? And is this what you feel challenged about in terms of a decision that you need to make? Because I feel that something is closing and coming to a completion for you with the Death card here. So that often says to us that something's coming to an end. But the opportunity here is for you to take back your power. And the Queen of Swords is all about, you know, being quite decisive and more in your logic brain rather than listening to your emotions. And perhaps that's the guidance here is, you know, you have been in a place perhaps where you felt emotionally overwhelmed and things have not been coming together smoothly like you would have liked. But now it's a time to get clear and to be a little bit more common sense, have a common sense approach here. And really focus on your communication. Can you be clearer in the way you're communicating with others or a special someone in your life? It may be that you need to step out of your emotions and start to express more clearly how you feel and what it is that you want. Around a situation. Now, the Seven of Pentacles kind of indicates that you're looking at how you can plant seeds to improve things and to create some change in your life. So I'd be interested to know what that is for you. So a milestone that's being achieved is that for whatever reason, once you've become clear about something in your life that has been troubling you, you begin on a pathway of recognizing it's time to draw on those seeds that you have been planting. Generalized reading, and I'd really love to know more specifically what's going on for you in your life right now, Libra. I know that there's this sense that you have to stand your ground. The Nine of Wands is standing up for your rights and wanting to be able to say, well, there are boundaries here, and I'm not prepared to let anybody cross those boundaries. And that's probably why you've had to show a great deal of strength in recent times. So here's the boundaries card. And maybe that you have chosen to end something with a group of people or someone because you felt that you needed to stand up and take some bold action here. This is very interesting. Okay. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for the month of June for Libra. Yeah, you're setting yourself free. I feel like you are listening to your higher self and what feels right for you. So there's something that you've had to stand up to, and the Judgment card lets us know that, look, it's going to work in your favor. Whatever this situation is, you're releasing yourself from it, and the right thing will come your way. Okay? So the way forward for you at this stage is being very clear and decisive, moving quickly, and sort of really choosing what you're going to, where you're going to put your energy, basically. And that's not everywhere, okay? It's deciding what you're going to do moving forward. And you're quite ready. I feel that things are going to take off quite quickly. So once a decision is made and you get very clear on how you're going to move forward, the Chariot card lets us know that, well, that's it. We're moving on, and you're moving forward. So, okay, tell us a little bit more about this, Spirit Guides and Angels, please, for Libra. Yeah, it's all about fairness, and you are looking at, well, I've put out a lot and I expect to receive, so compensation. So is this in terms of how much energy you've given to others? Is it to do with your work and you've had to sort of stand up and draw a line somewhere here because things haven't been equal? But this is what you're expecting and what you're wanting. You're wanting, your fair share, and whether it be time, money, or resources, Libra. You know what? When you do take a stand and you get very clear on what it is that you want, 9 of Cups says to me, you achieve your aim. So that's fantastic. Yeah. And you're ready to get going. So it may be that you're leaving a situation that hasn't been serving you. You're moving on to better things, better days, and the feeling around this is good. Like, okay, I'm a winner when it comes to this, and you are a winner, Libra, and you're taking action. You're not hanging around anymore. So it may take a little bit of work to get you there. But you're prepared to put in the work to make this happen, which is good to see. So a few more cards here to get a little bit more clarity around the situation, Libra. We'll pull some cards from the Wisdom of Oracle deck here for you. You've really been thinking things through and really wanting to create a bit of a strategy before making a move. And it's all about the bigger picture here and your reason for doing things, your purpose. So you've been reflecting on what it is that you want to achieve and why you want it and why it's important to you. And so Spirit's saying, okay, now that you've become clear about that, it's time to action it and not to give up. Remember that inner strength is so important. You've got that there for you. But the go the distance card is like, it's not over. Keep going. Keep moving forward. You can do this. It's an encouragement to you to finish what you started here. Yeah. So is this a project that you've been working on? Is this something that's really is important to you? I'm sure that it is. And so now, as you knowing that you just need to knuckle down to get to that finish line, it's Spirit is saying it's time to visualize what that looks like for you. It's time to see the end goal and keep your eye focused on that. Keep your energy, your attention focused on that end goal. Use your imagination to see it, feel it, and that's going to really help you to complete your situation and get to the other side, because now we have the new life card. And that's what you're aiming for, is a fresh start, a new life. Now, what does that mean for you, Libra? Okay, so really paint the picture, write it out, write it in your journal, talk about it, and really see that this is all what you've been going through. Is also that you can create a new life and have a breath of fresh air here. So what's the last word that we need from your spirit guides and angels here for the month of June? We'll take a look at your angel tarot cards here. Thank you. For Libra. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that you've needed to really gather yourself and to seek out people who you resonate with. We've got the Unity card here. This is about, you're very good at that, collaborating with others, working with other organizations. That's where you get your connection, your information. This is where you feel the support. And right now it may be that you need to seek out some mentors and like-minded friends for support. And this is going to help you get through to the end to accomplish your goal right now. And being sort of quite open-minded and flexible as well. It really is going to require you to look at the possibilities and be flexible about how you get to that end goal. Yeah. So, don't be discouraged if you have to deal with some people that are a little lacking in tact in the way they communicate. Okay, so this is where you've just got to really sort of be broad-minded and have a little bit of patience if there's a few delays for you, Libra, in the month of June. It may feel at times that you've got a lot to juggle, okay? And yes, what's going to really help you, especially if you're feeling in a place of overwhelm, is just make that decision. Sitting on the fence doesn't serve you. And I feel that this is the key, because it's come back. Right at the beginning of the reading is this: sitting here in a place of indecision, you can't actually move forward. And this card here, the Two of Earth, is the same. It's like the Two of Pentacles. It's saying it's time to make a decision. Okay, so this is not about fretting and worrying. It's about taking a playful approach and imagining on the other side of making this decision, everything's going to feel so much better. But until you make that decision of what it is that you need to do and the steps you need to take, you're kind of going to be stuck in that place of overwhelm and being way too busy. So the life experience card is that sort of wake up call where you realize, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this sooner? It's a significant time in your life where things are shifting and changing for you, and it's the recognition it's time to spread your wings and move on. So we've had the Chariot card there in letting you know that it's time to move on, and certainly when you listen to your higher wisdom, things work out. So make that decision, Libra. Get on board with what you know you're supposed to do. This is actually going to lead to a much better result where you'll be celebrating in no time. So I'm going to leave the reading at that. I hope you've enjoyed it and it has helped you. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you so I can understand the context of your situation. And do take care, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. Bye now. Hello everyone. Welcome Scorpio to your reading for the month of June. I hope you're keeping well. Well, Scorpio, we are going to get into your reading with a few cards from the Energy Oracle deck. Just reminding you that this reading is applicable for your sun, moon and your rising sign. It is a general reading, of course, so please just take what resonates, apply it to your particular situation, and if you are needing something more specific for your circumstances, reach out to me because I do personal one-on-one online readings. All right, let's get into it. For Scorpio for the month of June. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Wow, we've got the Archangel Chamuel card, and you know, you really focusing on your confidence at the moment and building up your confidence, feeling that sense of empowerment and clarity. And if you're not feeling it right now, Spirit is reminding you this is where you need to focus. This is, you know, remembering the strength of who you are and really coming from that place of being empowered and speaking from the truth of who you are and doing things from that place that feels like it's your true self, and you know, trusting your gut instincts around things. It's putting you, as you are stepping into that sense of confidence and being self-empowered, it's putting you in a place of a great deal of gratitude, and it helps you to sort of set yourself apart from the noise of the rest of the world. You're feeling quite content to appreciate your uniqueness and the gifts that you offer, and that's putting you in a really good space to be able to appreciate life in general, to have time to smell the roses, and also to do the things that you know bring out the best in you and help you to really focus on what's most important. So for some of you, you may be doing a lot of clearing in your life, and it could be clearing mentally, emotionally, or physically. It's coming back to your strength, which I think is a really lovely way to put it, and trusting in your higher guidance and your higher wisdom. You're also asking for the guidance. You're asking the universe, please tell me the best way to move forward and to know intuitively what is best for me. I like that. All right, we'll pull some more cards from the Quantum Oracle deck for you, Scorpio. Because you know what, in your true natural strength, you've got so much going for you, and you are quite happy to stand out from the rest of the crowd, which is lovely, and you're really quite good at trusting yourself, and when you do, that's when you're in your most confident state, Scorpio. Okay, so some cards from the Quantum Oracle deck. I'm just going to reshuffle those. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Scorpio. What's going on in the month of June? Alrighty, so as you are remembering your place of confidence and self-empowerment, this helps you to take really positive steps to improve things in your life, and that's your goal. Your goal is to take it to the next level, which is what I'm seeing here. And I think a lot of great things are going to come your way when you stay focused on that. The thing to avoid is the noise in life, whether that's your own internal noise or the distractions around you, because listening and paying attention to all of that is just noise, and you don't need that. So I feel like you are choosing not to tune into certain people or listen to certain things, and I think that's a wise thing to do, a wise approach. But then again, there's other people who you just know are your go-to people. They're people that are like-minded, and they're supportive of you and encouraging, and you want to hang out with those people, don't you, Scorpio? So these are the people that lift you up and give you good energy. So I think you're really noticing the difference in your life right now and who you prefer to be around, as opposed to the noise of life that just is distracting and perhaps not matching your values, and certainly they're not going to be representative of the energy that you need in order to step up in your life and take things to the next level, let's just say. All right. Yeah. So there's some aspects of this situation. It's helping you to focus on improving your thoughts and how to move forward. So some aspects of your plans may need to be tweaked, and you may be looking at revising things, doing an assessment of how things can be better. There is a lot going on right now, and you may feel a little bit frustrated with the timing of things. But Spirit is saying don't give up, okay? So things are looking up for you, and what seems to have been a difficult situation in recent times, it's improving, okay? So with the Six of Air, we know that you're moving on and you're making some progress here. So part of this may be what's coming up in your energy at the moment is going for a trip, traveling, moving away from your current circumstances, gives you a little bit of a breath of fresh air. And of course, connecting with other people while you're doing that, that can also be encouraging to you and help boost your confidence again and your energy. The Page of Water here, there's somebody that you meet or someone who's around you where relationship-wise it's beginning a new phase, let's just say. So whether it's a friend, colleague, or your partner in life, it feels like things are going to the next level, that it's at the beginning of something that's feeling fresh and new, and you're in tune with each other, which is great. You seem to connect with each other on an intuitive level. Now, this person may already be in your life, or it may be that you've recently met someone at a gathering. I like that. So trust your intuition on this, on how you're resonating with this person or persons in your life. It feels pleasant, that you're getting your cup filled for a moment in time here. Okay, that's good. So let's continue the reading here, Scorpio. What is it that's happening in your life right now? So interesting. Now, I don't know whether this pertains to a relationship or whether it's to do with your finances, but you're looking at how to balance things out, and do people in your life, are they prepared to give back to you? Is there an equal exchange here? What about time for money when you're looking at your business? Are things looking well balanced, or do you need to correct things here? Okay, so with this phase of revising your plans and just doing a real check of things, you are noticing what you're not going to pay attention to anymore, what you're not going to give your energy to. So I do feel like you're revising your plans and just focusing on what's most important to you. And that sort of gives you a new lease on life. We've got the Ace of Cups here. You're starting to feel like your cup is being filled and things are looking on the up. I love that. Okay, so we were getting that vibe here before. And sort of walking away from a situation that has been really quite tiring and draining your energy. And so it's just great because I can see some distinct change here where things are starting to look a lot better for you, which is fantastic. I think it's because in recent times your attention has been brought back to the fact, where are things out of balance? Where do I need to do things better? Where do I need to what kind of changes do I need to make to improve my situation? Gosh, as we were saying, between worlds. Okay, so this is you transitioning into a new phase that feels a lot more inspiring. It's going to give you back time and energy, and you're going to really enjoy this. So you're in that process of transitioning, so be patient with this, Scorpio. And I know what's really on your mind is that you want things to be balanced and to be fair. So it's perhaps dividing your time and energy with someone else around either relationship or business, You want things to be brought back into balance. This is really important to you, but also because you want to do the right thing by yourself. And of course, if you want to stay on target with what's your purpose is, what you want to achieve, then you've got to make sure that you're not compromising your well-being, and that you're making choices that are aligned with your purpose and keep you in that place of feeling empowered and confident and strong. Yeah, beautiful. So it's just revising your whole reason for doing things in the first place. So really getting back to the heart of, why am I doing this? What is my purpose? What do I need to pay attention to? So this is great reading. It really is, all because you're going through a period of change, of realizing what needs to stay, what needs to go. You really want to have a sense of improvement in your life. You do not want to hang about people who are going to drain your energy, or anything that's going to drain your energy. You want to get back that sort of sense of what is due to you, and experience some really nice things in life. And yes, there is someone here that perhaps is in your life, that, or a new friend or relationship or current relationship, that seems to be having a refresh, which feels really nice. All right, one last card before we go for the month of June, Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for this reading, some guidance for the June period for Scorpio. Oh, I did have a fly out, so I will take a look at that. And we have a reminder of your inner strength. I love that. That's what we started out with. You have great courage and kindness, Scorpio. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must be given to yourself. And that's what I was sensing with the Six of Pentacles here. It's so important that you have an equal exchange here in terms of your time, energy and resources. So it is a matter of you making better choices to ensure that you're giving back to yourself and making the right kind of decisions. It's saying stand strong in your convictions. If the right answer is to tell someone, no, I'm sorry, but that's not okay for me, that's not going to work for me. So, and the jump out card was the helper of action. You're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great though to make a plan first, so that you make the most of your time, let's just say. So follow your intuition, have fun with this, Scorpio, and just know that you're very capable and you can do anything that you set your mind to. Scorpio, that's your reading for the month of June. I hope you've really enjoyed it. I'd love you to leave a comment. Let me know what's going on in your life right now. And stay tuned for next month's reading. Have a great month. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. We're going to be doing your reading for the month of June. Now, Sagittarius, as you know, this is going to be applicable for your sun, moon, and your rising sign. It is a general reading, of course, so please only take what resonates with your particular circumstances. So you will need to apply it to the context of what's going on in your life right now. If for some reason it's bringing up some things for you that you'd like some more clarity on, I do personal one-on-one readings, online readings, so reach out to me and let me know if that is something that you would like. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look at what's coming up for you in the month of June for Sagittarius. Lovely. Well, we've got up front, we've got a lovely connection with people, that feeling of being amongst family, feeling the connection, feeling the love, happy homemaking. This is a really nice experience, Sagittarius, where life feels abundant and light and free, and that's fantastic. That's really lovely feeling. The World card lets us know that you're really in a time of transitioning into something that's new in your life, a new phase in your life, Sagittarius. And perhaps this is, a time where you're seeing the last cycle or chapter of your life truly is coming to a close now, and you're no longer feeling like you're in that energy of what has been for the last, let's just say, the last several years. And now you are so ready to move into the next phase of your life. You've got a lot of energy and inspiration and a desire to make progress, to have progress in your life. And perhaps also this is letting us know that you're quite busy. There's a lot going on for you right now, but you seem to be quite happy about it. You're chasing your dreams, you're living your life, and you're welcoming this beautiful change that's happening for you right now. All right, we'll take some cards here. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Sagittarius in the month of June. Nice. So there's a lot of really positive growth and optimism around you right now. You know, feeling a sense of guidance, spiritual guidance, that things are just in flow for you. And I feel that there's a lot of beautiful protection. We've got the Ascended Masters card here that's guiding you in so many different ways. And that's why perhaps things feel like everything's in flow and working out for you. It's like that connection with spirit, with your intuition, really feeling like you've got the knowledge that you need to make things happen. So that, in combination with how you want to move forward, we've got the Professional Assistance card. So perhaps there's a few areas in your life where you're appreciating the learning and the growth, and it may be in your professional field. It may be that you have a mentor, or that you're doing a lot of research on a particular topic right now to learn about more things so that you can be on top of your game and it really experience a level of growth here. So this is all about this new phase that you're moving into. So doing your homework, getting educated on something to take you to that next level, Sagittarius. So well done you. And this is why it's really giving you this beautiful sense of optimism. You really can see all those opportunities in your life coming up right now. And it almost like the doors have completely turned around for you. For what was happening has gone, and you're now in this new world, this new phase of your life, and it feels good, and a lot of abundance and bright new skies and fields and opportunities ahead for you. Feels amazing. All right, I'm going to pull some cards to see if the challenges that may be before you, the opportunities, how things are progressing forward for you. Let's take a look here for you, Sagittarius. Challenge, opportunity, and way forward. The challenge is that sometimes you may not see the blessings and just be focused on one area of your life, and it's really important to not to discard where your cup is full in other areas. So if all of your focus is just in one area, you may be missing some opportunities. So be careful not to be too one-eyed about it, or just putting all of your energy and focus into one area. So that's the Four of Cups here. So see how this person is only focused on that one cup, but there's three other cups here too, which means that you could potentially be missing seeing the positives of something in other areas of your life, in multiple areas. So be careful there. It's a heads up. And then we've got Knight of Pentacles. This is you doing the do, and you really doing what it takes to build your resources. So the Pentacles, your finances, your job, your situation. So even though the Knight of Pentacles is slow, it's slow and steady. It's steady progress, which is great. Sometimes that's exactly what you need, is doing the do, seeing things come into place one step at a time, but it's building a solid foundation in your life for yourself. And Sagittarius, the way forward, we've got the Chariot card. And gosh, with the action card, you can see a lot of movement here. The Chariot card is about movement, but in this particular deck, they're stationary. So this is really speaking more about your determination and your willpower and your sturdiness and your resilience for the way forward. So you are forward focused, you are very, very focused, and that's a good thing. So being optimistic, forward focused, really all about progress, is really going to take you a long way. I love that. Okay, fantastic. So we'll pull some cards from the Wisdom of Oracle deck for you, Sagittarius, for the month of June. That's interesting. This is sort of like balancing out that desire to want to have everything move quickly, which Sagittarius, sometimes you can be a little bit impulsive. The message really is about one step at a time and going with the flow of things so that you've got time to anticipate and reflect, which we can see that in the C card is just, focus on the forward movement, but be a little bit of an observer as well and allow things to just flow in their natural timing without forcing anything, because what will happen is that it will help you to see a little bit more strategically what is meant for you and what isn't meant for you. Okay, so this is playing the strategy game. It's giving yourself time to think through your moves and looking ahead and knowing, okay, that's for me, but that isn't. So that's why things need to take a little bit of time, and it's important to pace yourself, which is what the Knight of Pentacles is about. It gives you time to plan, to build your resources, to stay focused on what's most important. And the Clean It Up card this is when you have time to prepare. You can tie up loose ends, you can work things out, put things in the necessary place, organize things in your life, and just do what's necessary and what you feel is right for you. Great. Now that can be a number of different things depending on who you are. So it's doing the necessary things, not always the fun things, but the necessary things. So this is very much a building phase, preparing, observing the changes, tweaking where necessary. And that's why it's important not to go too fast. Yeah. All right, what else? Thank you. But, remembering this is all about the good energy stuff and how you are enjoying, actually enjoying the pace of life and home life and the opportunities that are ahead for you. Okay, we've got the Justice card. That's beautiful. So, again, this is about ensuring that you have balance in your life and you're doing what is right for you. And doing what you know is right, full stop. So it's standing up for yourself, creating strength and foundations for yourself. So, we've got these two pillars, which is the strength and foundation. The Justice card is standing up for what is right for you, and standing up for your beliefs, which is really important. So whether it's around a particular issue or whether it's just standing your ground in general and strengthening your resolve as a person and what you know that you believe is right for you. Trusting your intuition, the High Priestess card. Listening to your intuition is really important at this time. Having patience with your life and your plans and the pace of things. Considering carefully what you want before acting. Yeah. And then the next card, Five of Air, is and this is what the things that we want to avoid is making an unwise choice. So this is why it's important to plan and prepare. So learn what you can from a situation. Hopefully you catch yourself before you make an unwise choice. So what you can do is to think things through to the end, strategize of what's good for you. Take your time before you make decisions, and just check in with people's motives, because everybody's going to have a different agenda and a reason for wanting to do things, and it's really important that you do what's right for you. Okay, so that's why this card has come up, sort of like a red flag, something to be aware of, mindful of. Okay, brilliant. So what else do we have for Sagittarius, please, for the month of June? Yeah, just taking a time to make choices and decisions, waiting for it to feel right. That's that part about trusting your intuition. So sometimes we need to slow down. Instead of it being a mental thing where you're too quick to make a decision, this is asking you to just pause and wait till it feels right, think it through, trust your judgment then. There's something here about, we've got the Knight of Cups here, and I'm feeling like Sagittarius, you've got a lot of love to give, and perhaps this is your energy where you want to offer so much, and at the same time it's really lovely to receive, you know, attention, consideration, acknowledgement, love. I feel like you're offering it here, whether it be, you know, in kind, in terms of the people that you are relating with every day, or whether it's to a partner. But something here is like, okay, is there something that you're worried about? The Nine of Swords here, or are you getting past the worries? I just want to check in here. It was in reverse, and then the the Nine of Pentacles shows up, which tells me things are working out in your favor. So it comes good. I also feel that you're doing what's needed to grow your finances, your abundance in life right now. But yeah, okay, so what's the worry here? I've just dropped a card. There's something that's on your mind, so let's take a look here. What's on the mind for Sagittarius? Yeah, there's something that you're dwelling on here, and if it's to do with just concerns about the way forward, this next phase of your life, just take your time. The Hermit card here says that it's important to give yourself time to reflect and think things through. What else? Yeah, if it's in relation to heart space, feeling fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled, I feel that this is where you're just wanting to feel the love, wanting to feel the connection, which we got first up in the reading about family. We had the family card here, so this is in your energy and on your mind. Connections, family, love. Yeah, what else? Are you worried about a particular relationship at the moment, Sagittarius? Okay. It's okay. It's needless worry. Or the worry has passed, let's just say, because we've got the Sun card. So I love this. We've got the Ace of Cups, new beginnings with love. We've got the Sun card here, feeling happy, joyous, in abundance. And anything else for this, please? Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Sagittarius. Yeah, okay. It's mutual. It's the love here. You just really do have a lot of love to give. With Page of Cups, Knight of Cups here, you wanting to sort of really explore a relationship, things that sort of make you feel good. So Sagittarius, is there also an opportunity here for something? Are you dreaming about possibilities of things? Okay, what else? So we need a clarification card. Things are working out beautifully, it says here, the Three of Action. So it feels like everything's coming into play here, okay? Three of Action, things are working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, it's time to decide what your next big project or focus is in your life. Lovely. So it does feel like things are just working out for you after a period of difficulty. Yeah, okay. So you may choose to continue to build upon your successes or move on to something entirely different, and you may be willing to travel in order to do that. So again, this is a general reading, but this is about really having a focus of making progress in your life, which we saw that at the beginning of the reading, doing the work, getting assistance through professional advice or a mentor. It's building slowly, creating the plans, pacing yourself, working out what's important to you in your life. Generally feeling pretty good about life, but you know that it's time to set yourself some goals, Sagittarius, and decide where you want to put your energy and what it is that you specifically want to build. I want to pull another card here or two to just finish your reading, Sagittarius. I love that it says things are working out beautifully for you. Yeah, go the distance. Keep going, my friends, and keep feeling encouraged to reach your goals. Sometimes you can feel like there's a few delays, but remember, slowing the pace down is helping you to plan and be a bit more strategic. Spirit is encouraging you to keep going, and know that this is what you're working towards. Milk and honey, an abundant life, feeling like everything's just working out for you. Yeah, fantastic. So I'm going to leave it on that note, Sagittarius. It's a beautiful reading for the month of June. Just remember to see where the blessings are in all areas of your life, not just in one area. Slow yourself down when it comes to making decisions and truly just enjoy the month. It's a beautiful reading for you, Sagittarius. If you've enjoyed it, let me know. I'd love to have a comment. Let me know what's going on for you in your life right now. And do take care, and I really look forward to seeing you next month. Bye now.